Hello everybody and welcome to the Blackjack and Bards Pathfinder stream, The Haunting of Harrowstone from Carrion Crown. My name is Brian, your humble DM. Let's go ahead and get started some introductions.
Hello everyone, I'm Beldor Starhammer, the War Priest of Saren Ray. And if you do not worship her, I will smash my +1 mace into your face. Thank you.
Not.
Wait. Oh, is it me?
I think it's me. Okay, I'm James. That's me. I play Altir Forsoon, the Fetchling Rogue, Slayer of the ghosts at Haunting of Harrowstone, and yeah, that's me.
Oh, me? Wait,
Which side?
Terry.
Where? Oh, no, sorry.
We're so...
Everything's all mirror-like. Okay. Hi, I'm Terry. I am playing Celine, the human gunslinger. General pain in everybody's ass, and yeah, I'm really liking my chaotic neutral.
Alright. Gazoo playing Maverick Castle will not be joining us tonight. However, we are joined by newcomer.
My name's Julie. I'm playing Kiri Amora, and she's a human fighter, and unknown to the party. Should be fun.
She will be joining us shortly. So, now with that done and out of the way, let's go ahead and get right back into things. Let me get music out.
Okay.
Alright, so, last time, on the Haunting of Harrowstone, the party continued their way through the dungeons beneath Harrowstone Prison, forcing beyond, and through a marathon session, they managed to defeat several unruly spirits within the prison's dungeon, including one the Lopper, a variant wraith who used their blood for his own before finally being struck down. The Mosswater Marauder, a dwarven spirit haunted by an incomplete skull, managing to also being a danger to the party, but once again was felled. After finding the remains of the late Warden Hawkran, the party took up his badge of honor, of station, and then went on to face the Splatterman, who, through his spiritual fuckery, had lured Dove to the prison for him to possess and combat the party. After preventing Dove from dying and defeating the blood-writ name's haunt, they took on the Splatterman, a vile undead wizard, before finally vanquishing him. And now, hurt but victorious, the party rests. The party takes a moment to breathe in the dungeons in the remains of the Nevermore. And Dove, having woken from his possession, said, "I was Kendra. She collapsed. Oh crap. Oh god. Oh no. Did I? Oh.
Shut it, boy. Where's
No. She's she had one of her attacks. I got the father like I usually do, but then I thought maybe I should go get you guys because it was more intense than the previous time. So I thought I should come get you guys, but then
That
I
was incredibly
blacked
stupid.
out.
You could have
I
died.
wouldn't say it was incredibly stupid. It was actually fairly common intelligence.
But he almost died.
Well, yes.
I almost
I'm
died?
not entirely sure that's his
I-
fault.
I tried to deal non-lethal damage to you, Dove, but Saren Ray wasn't having any of my shit.
Yes. Yes. Sarenrai wasn't having any of your shit. That's totally how that went.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you say one of her attacks?
Oh, yeah, right. She's,
She's a seer, isn't she?
I was thinking epileptic.
No.
See? Okay.
In both case, she is a seer, or she has divine spark, whatever. I don't know about the specifics on Magic Man.
Or a seeress. Oh, let's go, hurry, let's
She-
go.
but-
I start running.
She, because of it, you take off running.
I start running out the door.
Beldor, wait. But
Peek my head back through.
Not old for me.
but Altair's also right. It comes at a price, and it's similar to epilepsy, but not quite. It's more spiritual in nature. The professor knew more. She's been having them for a couple years now, and it was just so much that I thought I should go get you guys.
Well,
You're certainly lucky to still be alive, Dove.
And
Well,
I thank you
that's your
guys for
okay.
that.
Beldor, is there any way you can sense if there's any evil left in this place?
Sure, if I had detect evil or detect magic of any sort, perhaps.
I'll take care of that. Maverick perks up. Detect evil.
Just pretty much assume.
Seems
that
kind of
I
evil.
Have detected
Not as evil.
at any given time, and I'm just using it like constantly.
Like a paladin meeting new people.
By the way,
Seems less evil. Still kind of evil, but like not active evil.
how deep does this pool look?
Oh, you bring up the pool. The pool descends approximately 10 feet?
Oh.
But it is filled to the brim with water. Oh, actually, no, 30 feet deep.
Does
I'm
it
going
look
to
so there's anything down there?
I'm going to push Altier into it and say you should go check it out.
You're gonna push him into
What?
it.
Hold
Make-
up now.
Make a push attempt. Your CMB versus his CMD.
CMB
Can I
versus CMD.
wait? Can't I use my reflex, my acrobatics? No, wait.
No,
never
this
mind.
is a CMB versus CMD.
Let me pull out my calculator for this one. That's going to be a 23.
I'm taking a swim.
I mean, Altair, you go face first into the water. Celine, you wanted to look into the pool? Make a perception check.
Okay. Excellent. Here we go. Do I suck at this? I can't remember. I don't suck at this. Hey! I gotta tell you, I hate being Creed. She sucks so bad. And that was so cocked and on an edge. 22. 20.
22.
22.
You do find a few things. You do spot a few things. It looks... What appears to be, first off, you see what appears to be some physical remains. But scattered down with there, covered in a layer of muck, there do appear to be some things down there, one of which appears to be a sword. You said you got a 23?
22.
22.
20
Yeah, that's
hold on,
about
hold on. Math, I can do math. 8 plus 14 is 22.
22, yeah. There's definitely at least a sword down there, but it looks like there might be a few other items down there. You just can't get the specifics.
Does the water look like...
Doesn't matter. I'm
It's
already
dirty.
in here.
Yeah, Altair, you're soaked.
God damn it.
Alright, fetch me the sword, would you?
What? I can't see
Sword!
that far.
Yes, you can. You've got dark vision.
It's underwater. Throw your gun in here that has light in it, so I can see down there.
You can still see perfectly fine in water with dark vision.
I think he's trying to pull your leg.
You had gotten any sort of water in this.
Look, let me just hold on to it while I go swimming.
I'm not letting you put that in the water.
That would be incredibly dangerous.
I'll just cover it with my cloak. And I dive underwater to try and go get it.
All right. Make a swim check.
You know what? Oh shit. Uh-oh.
You have a negative. It's straight.
Oh.
Negative, sir.
I have a -2, but I rolled a 19, so that's
Okay.
a 17.
17 is fine to get down.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
To get
Like
down,
getting up.
to get down, you go down and I'm assuming you start searching through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you manage to get down to the 30 feet, and you find a longsword, a dagger,
Okay. Ooh.
a ring, and a piece of ribbon, a piece of lace, that all four of which are, if you scrub them off, they're all surprisingly well preserved, even underwater in the muck. Oh, and you find a dead body that is not well preserved at all, in the slightest.
I'm not gonna be fucking with that dead body at all. I'm gonna take the dagger and tuck it into my belt really quick. I'm gonna tie back my hair with the ribbon. And I'm gonna grab the sword and ring and try to swim up.
Make another swim check.
God damn it. That's a 3.
Oh,
You start scrambling around, but you do not lose your breath.
Oh god. Uh-oh. Should I do it again?
He's been down there a while.
does he look like he's struggling down there?
It's only been about half a minute. Make another swim check.
Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah, you're still flopping around.
Heaven's sake.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
for it,
toss
boy.
I'm gonna toss the end of a rope into him.
The rope
And it
floats.
just floats on the top.
I'm going to
I like
try.
him.
Make another swim check, Altier.
Alright, 13.
Okay, you managed to get up.
Okay. Oh god.
I'm going to die.
Though once you surface, you get tangled up in the rope.
And I grab onto the rope even though I'm like a foot away from the edge. Pull me up!
You pull him up.
And I flop onto the edge. Uh-oh. Is my chair broke? And I let the sword and ring clatter on the ground.
I drop the rope and pick up the sword.
Does the ring cause me to have to make a will save of any kind?
No.
I pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. It's a ring.
And the sword?
It's
The
a
sword is a
I bet.
sword. It is the sword is of masterwork quality.
Ooh, I like those.
I'm a
Masterwork, longsword, rapier, bastard.
It's a longsword.
Thank you.
Longsword.
I mean, you know.
and I'm gonna say, Beldor, check this out. And I'm gonna point to the ribbon in my hair.
Yes, it looks very fashionable on
Well, does it look magical?
you. It brings out your eye.
No, I mean like literally magical.
Wait, what do you... It's a spellcraft check, right, Brian?
First you can detect magic to see
I
if it's
don't have
magical.
that spell.
Okay. You need detect magic to identify items.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over there, and I'm going to cast light out of my gloves as I'm touching this ribbon.
Make a sleight of hand versus his perception.
Okay,
I'm
that's
so
not gonna be good.
sorry.
Sleight of hand. That's a 13.
I got a 13 plus 6.
He's fucking with you.
15.
You hear him mumble words under his breath, and the ribbon light up, similar to Slane's gun.
Well, I
You think
I
it might?
appreciate you helping my look, Beldor, but I was wondering if it did anything.
I think it might, actually, and I dispelled the light.
Fine, I'll take care of it. Ugh, God, you guys. Detect magic. Yep, all those are magic.
Fantastic.
Even the lace.
Even the
Oh, nice.
The lace.
I rather thought that. Well done, Beldor. You did not, in fact, lie.
I knew what I was doing.
Would you be able to figure this out now, Beldor, that you know it's magical?
Most likely not with. Well, I don't know.
Rules as
Sharon
written.
Ray?
Yes, my child. The rules as written state that while normally you cannot, I will allow you to make a spellcraft check, my
Sweet.
child.
I'll do that. I cast guidance on myself and do it.
All right.
Oh, nice. That's a 27 total.
Ooh. Yeah, no, that's gonna beat.
What
That's
are you
gonna
doing?
beat the. That's gonna beat the DC by fair margin. Shoot,
Well, that's-
probably even with the damn. Okay, I mean, let me just double check. But even with the penalty I was gonna give you,
The negative 15 penalty.
what's the? Well, no, it
-4
wasn't gonna be that
start at.
much. Oh,
Probably.
actually, no, it's not. It is not going to.
Who knew?
Oh no.
I give inspiration.
That item has a much higher caster level than I thought it did.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Right? Yay!
Do I get anything out of that check?
You detect that. Okay, you do get that it has a strong aura of transmutation.
Okay. There's a strong aura of transmutation.
And that this elegant silk ribbon gleams like mithril and feels like polished steel.
Oh.
But it
You were-
still moves
You're
like.
wearing
But
that
it
mithril on
it
your head.
it still moves and looks like a strip of lace.
My good friend Altia, you might have a piece of mithril around your noggin.
Oh, shit.
I should also let you know that that was one away from a natural 20 on that check.
Oh, shit. I look fucking fabulous.
Oh no, you look absolutely great. Also, while I'm thinking about it, just so you all know, once I'm able to channel, actually I think I should be able to channel now. Channeling energy. I cannot select anyone, nor will I ever be able to, because my charisma is just absolutely shot.
I'm not entirely sure of the words you just spoke into my face.
I know, he's like some sort of clerical.
Mumbo jumbo.
I was going to say similar, yes.
It probably won't come into play at any point in the future.
Oh, well, then why even speak of it?
Just foreshadowing.
I did not know you wrote.
I don't.
Okay, guys, can we get out of here, please? It's
In
creepy.
a second,
Oh,
Dove,
I'm
I have a
enjoying
question.
the atmosphere in here.
I have
I
a question for you, Dove.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in town who would be able to identify magical properties?
Well, I know there's the old man who runs the bookstore and Father
I
Grimborough.
don't like that dickbag.
Father Grimborough might be able to. Aside from that,
yeah.
I know, but I know Kendra's good with magic. But Kendra, you really should be going.
Yeah, I agree. I would like
Let's-
to check on Kendra.
Inquisitor, you and I take a quick look around to see perhaps if there's anything in any of these cells.
Sure.
Also,
Yeah.
You said
totally.
the aura was diminished, but not gone.
Look, okay. The way things go, it's like residual. It's not like strong pulsing alive. It's like,
Like someone's going to have to come back in 50 years and do all this bullshit again?
well, no, not like that. That's different. It's more like
it just takes time to
it
die
take-
out completely.
what
I will take
dumbass
that
said.
answer.
He called you a dumbass.
I will
Come on,
take that
Dove.
answer.
Also,
quick roll, I'll take left, you take right.
while
Yeah,
y'all
sure.
are taking
Maynard,
a look
watch
around,
other dumbass. Hey! Well, I'm right, aren't I? God.
I'm taking Dove and Altair, and I'm just saying, come on, let's get a move on.
Beldor, I wanted to have a word, just me and you before Dove tags along with us. And
Is this about your infection?
No, I took something for that.
Oh, okay, fine. What is it?
It should be fine. Is Dove within earshot of us? I don't like.
You guys can.
If we walk away.
Yeah,
like,
let's walk
it's
away.
rude.
Yeah, now he is.
So, are we completely done here in the prison? Was there more? Should we be looking more for what happened to the professor exactly? I know we found a little bit about the wall, but
I think that as far as the professor is concerned, we should put our focus on the Whispering Way, as I believe that's the core issue here. As far as what's happening in the prison, that's just because this place burned down and there's all this evil and residual anger.
I agree. But when we go back to town, possibly Kendra and the others will ask if we found anything out about the professor or not. Should we keep silent about what we have found?
I believe that honesty is the best policy in every case.
You guys still remember that Visoriana was still here, or might still be here.
Oh, there's that pretty ghost lady upstairs.
Maybe we can stop by and speak with her on the way out.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll set up an appointment right now when I start walking into the cave.
All right.
Bloop, bloop.
I go back and
Dove and Maynard
Correct,
catch
Dove.
up with you guys now.
yeah.
Celine, are you
Poking my nose in every doorway, and I totally want to loot the fuck out of this.
Okay. Well, I will say, you just do a full check of the room. Outside of the stuff you guys found in the pit, not much of interest.
Copper pieces?
No.
So desperate for loot.
I need to build that fucking multi-barrel pistol!
Why would the prisoners have gold?
I don't know, there's a fucking magical sword down here. I wouldn't
don't
expect
know, I
prisoners
guess
to have
you
one of
could
those
ask,
either.
How do prisoners get meth in prison? I guess, it happens, so it's not unreasonable, I guess.
Playing cards, So nothing? Not even if I, go poking in the water?
Yeah, no, just
there's,
more grime, filth.
Fine.
Are you getting your hands dirty?
No, it's what I have the Inquisitor
Are
for.
you getting your hands dirty?
I have you here for that, my dear Inquisitor. Stick your hand in the water and see if anything bites it.
I kind of did that with my body already.
The water feels cold to you. The air is still.
Oh, dear.
Nothing happens.
Oh, thank fuck. Way to go. Totally, definitely needed heart attack. Whatever. Dove, get moving. We're not leaving you down here.
Okay,
You're far too prone to stupidity.
Let's just don't bother with tokens anymore. I'm assuming you guys make your way up and out from the dungeon.
We didn't leave anything behind,
Syriana.
right?
There was that hidden armory, and the rest of the stuff there.
True. Shall we go poke around in there? Make sure that there's nothing.
I mean, you did
scrappable?
leave that. You left that stuff there for now to come back for at a later date.
I thought there was just Wait, did we actually explore that though?
Yeah, no, you guys found and explored it. And there were multiple sets of chainmail and studded leather armor, bunch of long swords, crossbows, crossbow bolts, and there was a fair bit of stuff that you guys weren't able to carry with you.
Okay. Hey, Altia. I have a job for you. Do you want to earn 5 gold? I kind of like playing Celine because she's such a sarcastic asshole. Really though, do you want 5 gold?
You're muted.
You're muted, man.
Maybe. It depends on what it's for.
Pack fueling.
Oh.
Ish.
I'm not the one to ask about carrying things.
No, honestly. Fine, I'll do it.
You may actually be a little stronger than I.
Oh, it wasn't anything to do with strength. Let me assure you there, it had nothing to do with one's ability to carry any certain figure. Mostly the humor of it.
What? Yeah, I could probably carry like a sword or two.
That's alright, I will carry my swords myself.
Do I still get the 5 gold?
No.
Snap.
I guess we could let the council know about that armory. They may want it for artifacts from the prison. We did tell them that we would.
That would be the right thing to do. Clear consciences.
Sure, we'll do that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't. It wouldn't hurt to have 1 or 2, you know, as payment, since they aren't paying us.
Well,
If you felt so
I'll
inclined.
remind you, we are getting paid as soon as we take the books to Lepidstadt, and we're getting paid in platinum.
Yes, but we're getting
Yeah.
paid for that, not for clearing the prison.
That
I am fairly certain that 2 masterwork longswords, a masterwork silver war razor, quite a number of small shiny pretty things, a couple of silver symbols, and oh yes, all of the wands and potions that we found should probably cover our troubles.
Okay, I was just offering it up. We'll let them know they're all here.
a small price to pay for you almost dying.
Don't remind him.
Oh no, he needs to be reminded. One must always be aware of death being right around the corner.
Take this thing seriously. I mean, what else do you have a rogue for except to throw them around corners to see what sticks?
Well,
Throwing
mean,
them in a pool to see if it's trapped. Or
I don't mean to throw this in your faces,
Shut
but I am the slayer of the Splatter Man.
Whatever helps you go to
I-
sleep at night, my friend.
What's that will get you many drinks in the tavern? We're all bickering, by the way, I'm assuming, as we're walking.
Oh yeah,
back.
no, you guys are walking and talking.
Oh, bitch fest.
You guys are walking
And
and
then
talking.
Maverick's back, just like sighing and eye rolling.
Ah,
Do
God,
you
you guys.
know?
God,
Do
you
you know,
guys.
like, where I could get some good beard oils here in town?
I suspect
Dope. No.
it wherever the ladies get their hair.
Look, man, I don't know shit. This is
Yeah,
a back
you
alley
don't
town.
look like you can even grow facial hair.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh. I'll have you remember,
Opal.
Dovey's the one who quite handily handed our asses to us before we knocked him out, as a ghost.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey.
That was because we weren't trying to kill him. We were actively trying not to.
Yes, and that was the mistake. Mm.
Yes.
Were we not trying
But
to?
we love the pancake stove.
So,
We are-
how about Soriana?
Yes.
All right, you guys make your way to the elevator shaft at this point.
I pushed the up button.
There is no up button.
You're the one that said elevator. We're not descending via elevator into the pits
Well,
of
the
hell,
lift
okay?
shaft.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. This is where the ropes and I
Yeah, the
fell.
rope is No, the rope is still there. The rope
All right,
remains.
who wants a
Right.
boost?
I'll go ahead and head up.
It's fine. Don't worry. You guys managed to make your way up after a little bit of time. And then you all have to pull Maynard up.
Oh, goddamn.
Maverick, your wolf is eating far too much.
Well, look, I'm not the one feeding him all this extra stuff. If it were me, he'd be going off trail rations.
Eating the fucking wolf.
Maynard just looks at you lazily and shrugs.
Let's go. I don't remember the way.
Uh,
A left
you-
and then a right, or a right and then a left?
Where we are, we need to go left, left again. Oh, actually, no, north.
I'll
and
just
then left.
drag you guys over there. It's fine.
Okay.
Left, left, straight.
Though where Maverick's token is, I have no idea. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
canon right now.
We left him down there and just took his wolf and ran.
He's there with you guys. Just tokens. I don't feel like working with.
Okay.
So you guys. Oh, he is.
Not me, Maynard.
Maynard, right?
There you go.
Okay, you all make your way back into the room where you had previously met Visoriana.
The Soriana.
At which, as you all enter, the blue glow once again emanates from presumably her corpse, and her figure rises up once again. Oh, yes. It's good to see you all.
How are you feeling? How is your...
Better. I feel much better, and it's thanks to you all for defeating the unrestful spirits, especially the Splatterman.
Yes, it was a very, very tough fight, but I was able to slay him.
Well, I feel as though you all had a part in his defeat.
It's well
Yes.
said.
Now that we have defeated these particularly strong spirits, how does it feel to you in the prison? Does it feel as if the unrest is over?
Did we miss anything?
Not over per se, but subdued enough to the point that I feel as though I could contain it here myself.
Indefinitely.
For the time being, yes.
You know, the only way to truly solve this for good, we need to get an armada of giant eagles to drop tons of holy water onto this prison.
I feel that is a bit of overkill, Sir Dwarf.
And
Oh, I feel
it
that you
might
just
work.
made that up.
I actually spoke about this before we entered the prison the first time. I'll have you know.
Really? I don't recall.
Yes, you probably weren't paying attention like you usually do.
Oh, I don't often pay attention
When I speak, yes, I know. I'm quite aware.
when shit falls from a receptacle.
Yes, quite.
Into a set of rotating blades.
Yes, rapidly
Now-
rotating.
Lady Visoriana, before we came, I can't quite remember. Do you remember an old man that was killed on the premises?
Oh, yes, you asked about him before. I
Yes.
do remember, as I told you, I do remember that I saw that the hooded man that had been laying the runes and seemingly trapped or took away the spirit of my late husband. Whilst the man was investigating, they dropped a gargoyle. One of them, he was struck up by fear and collapsed. And then, presumably dead, they dropped one of the stone gargoyles on top of him.
Were you able to get any details about these stone droppers?
Only that there were all hooded men, and one, he wore a set of armor that looks like a skull.
Was the set of armor inscribed with anything? Any marks?
No,
or
it was just a
heraldry?
breastplate that looked like a gagged skull.
Now, through our research,
Can I
Would-
roll a local knowledge check on that gagged skull?
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
knowledge. I
about
think
that.
knowledge local is the right one.
okay,
Oh,
can I roll that?
Actually, no, knowledge local would not do it.
shit. And I don't have history. I want knowledge history very badly, but I don't have it.
Ooh, I wonder if Beldor has any of that. You know, no, he has religion.
Religion
Yay,
would work.
religion.
Religion. Ah. It would work under normal circumstances if you rolled higher than a 10 per se.
What the fuck happened to your skull splitters, okay?
How does 12 do me?
12 doesn't get you
Not much.
much, but you feel your gut instinct is telling you something, whispering way, something. But that's
That's
about
about
what you
it.
can get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
Chris.
wondering, like, if in all our research that we did, if we would be, like, able to readily recognize if that's the, the
Let-
symbol.
Let me
Or
check.
the
Whispering Way was here.
Whispering way, sinister organization, themselves undead,
I'm rolling well
whispers.
Well, thanks.
Uh,
Now.
Not in the level of research you guys were able to get.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
Perhaps we can find that out at a later time. Did you say they took your husband's spirit?
Yes, before they came, I could always feel his spirit in the prison below, but after they came and performed whatever vile ritual they did, he was gone.
Just gone. Not destroyed,
Just
but simply was
gone.
that.
Yes, just gone. Now
That is concerned.
Shit.
I just wish I had something to remember him by, even in this
Oh.
ghostly form.
Didn't we pick
My lady,
something?
we actually found your husband's mark of station.
You did?
Yes.
Could I see it?
Inquisitor.
Yeah, I got it. He rumbles through. He goes through his pack, pulls out the remains of the spellbook, tosses that out, goes back in, pulls out the badge. Like, here we go. And hands it to you.
And then I'm going to hand it to her or hold it out to her, asking.
I mean, she is holding her hands out to you.
Okay, then I'm gonna place it in her hands.
As soon as the badge touches her hands, there's a faint glimmer of light, and you see, thank you. And she takes it in her own hands, and it's in her hands. Like, thank you. I feel as with this, I can finally do something with this last few remains of my life. At which point, her form coalesces around the badge into this burning bright blue light that just that just pulses there for a second and then shoots out in every direction, like almost like a supernova. You have to look away and cover your eyes for a second. And as you try to adjust, there's just an overwhelming aura of bright blue light surrounding the walls of the room before it dissipates. And where her spirit was is the badge, glowing faintly before slowly drifting down to into your hand and drifting back down into your hand, Celine.
Wait, I had one more question. Oh, damn.
There's a new sheriff in town. I believe you just got voluntold from the grave.
I believe so. Jeez.
Big responsibility, lots of shoes to fill. We should get back so that way you can start planning. I walk out the door.
I'll follow after him. Come on, Dove.
That was a ghost. Did anyone else see it? That was a ghost.
With my hands like.
Yes, Dove, it was a ghost. We understand. Let's go.
All right. Now I'm going to place it inside my coat
All right.
and then leave.
Okay. You all make your once again you all make your way out of the prison, no problem. And while you did notice on your way to the fiery foyer still activated, but you guys were able to make it through no problem. But as you make your way out through the front entrance, doesn't spark up at all.
That's what I thought.
Like as if there's no more spiritual presence here in the prison.
Oh.
No.
Excellent.
And as you all make your way out, the sun shines overhead. It's about noon-ish.
Ah, perfect.
The sun is shining, and it's a good day.
And we're still alive. Let's make our way downtown.
As you all make your way out the front gates, you see a figure running up towards you all.
Oh dear. Get my hammer ready. Or my mace ready.
The figure just running.
Yeah, is running up the path towards you guys. Like, not running, but still at a brisk jog.
Dove, did
I want
anyone
to dive
follow
behind a tree.
No, I don't know why anyone would.
Brace yourselves.
Whoa, it's okay. It's just me.
Oh.
I was.
Who's
heard
me?
about- Oh.
Describe-
I was sent
please describe
here
yourself.
I went after Dove. I heard he ran into the prison, and this guy from the Verasima people, they told me to go after him, so I
Oh,
did.
God,
and,
why?
and then I'm here, and then I met you guys. My name's Kiri. Hi.
Please describe yourself.
Oh, I have to describe it.
Just describe how you look.
Don't know what
Okay.
we're looking at.
They don't know who they're looking
I'm
at.
a human fighter, blonde hair, green eyes, got a giant great axe on my back with armor. Hold on. I lost all of my things. Yeah, so she's got an armored coat on.
All right, then I put my mace away.
Yeah,
Kiri,
I
was it?
just... Yes, Kiri. Hi. I work in the blacksmith. I work with my mother. She's even though she's a dwarf, but I'm human. It's a long story. But anyways, glad to see you guys are all safe, and this is great. Anything I can do to help. It's awesome.
Why are you following me? The red-jacketed blondie you were meant to follow.
Sounds like a stalker, Dove.
You have an admirer?
Honestly, Dove, if someone is stalking you, I just take it as a compliment and leave be.
Look, I was trying to get help,
I
man.
mean, I wouldn't go so far to say that. It was more this.
Hey, it's not just you. I'm getting caught up in
religious
this too.
person Just kind of said, "Hey, you should go check this out," and I was like, "Sure, why not?" Because I want to go into danger and prove myself. It'd be great because I want to get out of the forge a little bit and explore. How are you guys doing?
Good. There is something that you may be able to help us with. You said your mother works... She's the town blacksmith.
Yeah. Like I said, she's dwarf, but long story. But
Well,
she's great. I love her.
Okay,
She's awesome.
yep. I'm
Wait
sure
a
you
minute.
do.
I've seen this picture before. This reminds me of a scout that I met a couple of years back.
Oh god, that same fucking skull. I
He was-
cannot.
I completely
It was the same
forgot.
situation. He was a human raised by dwarves.
I mean, you guys are very lovely people. I mean,
Well, yeah, okay.
He was
back-
not a lovely person at all.
well,
Back to what
I
you
just
can
gotta
help
find
us
the
with.
right person.
Yeah.
He was a psychopath.
Oh, well, what's that?
He liked to murder people for fun.
I am
Oh,
very
that
glad that you are
sounds-
making friends, Beldor. Inquisitor, would you like to join me for all the drinks?
Yes, I believe I
Drinks.
would.
Drinks
I
sounds
won't
great.
be drinking.
Back to what you may be able to help us with. Does your mother have a friends and family discount?
Well, you kind of just met two big friends rather quickly, but it's well, I'd have to ask, but it probably wouldn't be that much because she's very stingy.
Oh,
Does
well,
friendship
I
come
mean,
with the rewards program?
I definitely should have
With a discount.
I think we have plenty
All
of time
we need
to
is
become friends on the way to town.
become friends. All we need is just your name and information, so I can send you lots of letters in the mail.
Yeah, no, this,
List.
Curie, this shadowy edgelord looking motherfucker is trying to be friends with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna step over here.
Well, like, hold,
Bye.
okay.
This
Did I
little
just
wee-
like hang my head and pull my hood over my cloak a little farther?
Maverick pats you on the back and says, There. It's okay. We can't all be champs.
What is the path like on the way back
It
to town?
it curves around the hill once and then goes. I mean, as it descends down the hill, because the hill is fairly.
Okay. Is it like wooded or?
No,
like
it's pretty open.
Oh,
But
okay.
it goes around once and then down back to town. Kiri, who you just met, she bypassed the round entirely and just jogged straight up the hill, like no problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Christ, she's enthusiastic.
On the way back.
Well,
since
you
we
gotta
passed-
get your work out whenever you can, because you never know.
This is true. On the way back to town, I'm going to be reciting an old dwarven poem in Celestial.
Okay.
I'm
Don't think I can understand that actually.
no,
Unfortunately.
actually I cannot.
Where's the
surprising.
language?
Let me pull up Maverick shit.
Where are my languages?
She only knows like 2, I think.
Mhm.
It's really not a whole lot.
Perfect.
But I
Oh,
already
really?
jogged up the entire hill, so
Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna be waiting at the top for you guys.
Oh, there we go. Oh shit, I don't speak that. Well, fuck. Whatever.
That is beautiful, Beldor. What is that?
It's an old dwarven poem, but in Celestial instead of dwarven.
It's dirty limericks.
It may very well much be, but I'm not going to tell.
Hmm.
So,
Needle pulling thread?
La.
exactly.
No,
I-
all of so.
T.
I didn't know you.
I drink with jam and bread.
I
That
didn't
will-
know you knew Celestial, Beldor.
Yes, because I never spoke it prior to this moment.
Ah, that's kind of the same with me. And a
Okay.
lot of things I learn.
Celine says one line in a very, very guttural language. Think
From-
like German with a bad phlegmy cough.
Oh, come on. Let's not be bad on German.
I can't
I-
speak it. Never
I-
German sounds very scary anyway.
I say, I say, look at me. I can speak Dwarvish, in Dwarvish.
And I look over to him like, that's really offensive, I feel.
How is his accent?
I don't know, Dwarf.
It is horrendous.
You should really work on your accent if you're going to be speaking my native tongue.
Like, it's almost elfish,
Oi!
an accent.
Whoa.
Oi.
And I'd say, sorry, in Elven.
And I respond back in Elven
Excuse
with,
you.
that is even worse than your fake dwarven.
Yeah, his dwarvish is very
flipping
elven
your
in
R.
nature, but his elvish is very dwarven in nature.
No.
Stop flipping your R's, and T's do not sound like that.
Well, I just need help, I guess. Maybe I should make a linguistics check on that. I mean,
Sure. Go ahead.
like,
Back spent correcting his fucking accent.
that's a 26.
You're improving.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so you all make your way back to town.
Yeah.
And then as we enter town, I want to start singing, "The boys are back in town." So,
There's also ladies in our troop, so.
yeah,
even though I just got here, like, you're really rude.
Oh,
I'm trying to hold back the giggles so badly.
hey it, no mind.
well, excuse you. Did you know I slayed the Splatter Man?
No. I
Is
don't
that a
know.
euphemism?
Sleep.
I mean, maybe I
Start
don't.
cackling.
I'm liable to believe you, but it just.
Boom.
No.
I am being honest. You know what? You know what?
Honesty check.
Yeah.
Make a bluff check.
I'm
Then make a diplomacy check.
Oh, God.
yeah, okay, diplomacy
Yeah,
makes.
Oh, my God.
That's a 22.
Eh. It could be interpreted.
What? Okay.
I mean,
You know what? Fine. And I go stomping off to find the father. Father Grandpa.
Okay, so you're heading towards the to the temple.
Yes.
Okay. As you go off that way, like Dove whispers over to Beldor, like, he does know that I sent for the father and that he's at the Lorimore place, right?
Let him have his moment.
All right, yeah, okay. As the rest of you make your way to the Lorimore place, the door is open, and as you make your way in, there is
this fucking party.
there is an acolyte in the foyer,
Lucy,
waiting
come
for you.
home.
Her name,
Lucy?
coincidentally, is Lucy. Oh, friend dwarf, how did you know my name?
Call it a lucky
Yep.
guess.
Just don't ask. Everything is so much easier with him if you do not ask.
but I
Oh.
like asking questions.
I can't tell if that was a compliment or not.
Oh,
Make of it what you will. You always
Kiri.
do anyway.
Kiri, thank you for getting Dove for me. For the father. Thank you for getting Dove. Dove, why did you leave? It's like, I thought I should get these guys. They know what they're doing, okay? I don't need to explain myself. Yes, of course. The father is upstairs with Kendra. She just woke up a few minutes ago.
And how is she?
Recovering. That's a bit faster than normal, but then again, the attack was far more intensive than we've seen before. I don't know much in the way of in the ways of spirits, as I'm only merely an acolyte, but would you like to see her?
She's well enough for us to see.
She should
I doubt
be.
you would be invited
Let me
if
get.
she was.
Let me go check
I'm
with the
just
father.
double checking. I need to be sure.
Let me go check with the father.
What if
And
she doesn't
she-
want to see us right now?
And
Well, then she certainly could tell us.
Lucy begins walking up the stairs towards Kendra's bedroom. Disappears for a moment. At which point,
Honestly, I don't
she-
think
well,
she's ever
she-
been hesitant about declaring her intent.
at which point both Lucy and Father Grimhollow exit the room and begin making their way down the stairs. Ah, good. It's good to see you all back, and oh, you all look like shit.
Thank
you.
you. Very, very
I
much
should have
appreciated, Father.
I never said I wasn't an honest man.
No, you
Ah.
did not. Because that would be dishonest, and therefore would refute the entire statement.
Seems
Well-
very obvious. You mean?
Miss Curie, thank you for fetching Dove as he so recklessly ran off. Hey, man, I just went with a gut
problem.
feeling, okay?
He does this. I'm honestly not surprised why you should have. There should be some sort of system set in place, I feel. This does seem to be a fairly common occurrence.
Look, I thought as soon as I got the father and made sure he was, as soon as I went and got the father, made sure he was here checking on her, I thought that the best thing was to go get you guys at the prison. At the
Yes.
prison.
At the prison, yes. You walked.
Why did I think
voluntarily in That is what the rest of us constantly are asking ourselves.
Why the hell would I think that? I knew it was a risk, but I still went.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what they say, Dove, and I like pat him in the gut real quick as I walk
Oh.
by him. Like, you know what they say, love makes you do crazy things. Now, I'm gonna go crack open the barrel of the good stuff. Celine, do you want any?
Oh, definitely. After this.
Fantastic. I'll get you a glass ready.
Please make
It
sure to
comes in
fetch me.
pints.
Of course.
Pour one for me as well, friend dwarf.
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds amazing. Can I have some? I swear I can drink.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh,
Please let me watch this.
This is going to be absolutely great. I'm gonna go set out some
What
glass.
is your... Holy fuck, your constitution is like ridiculously high. Never mind.
It is. I will
That's
drink
not
all of
going
you
to be
bitches
as
under the
funny.
table.
Fuck you. Very respectable constitution.
All right.
We all have good constitution. This is not the drunk party. This is embarrassing.
Well, if any of you are, well, Kendra is recovering, and I shall leave Lucy here to watch over her for the rest of the day. Then she should be fully recovered by tomorrow.
Excellent.
At least,
Thank you.
judging by
Father,
the rates that she is recovered.
for looking after her.
It is what I have done since the professor had asked me to.
Do... Fucking hell, Althea. Does this happen often? That you're called to her house?
No, it only happens every so often. Once every other month. It depends on how often. It is only when... The best that I and the late professor were able to gather was that in times of swarming spiritual energy, it flares up to these kinds of levels. Normally it's just minor inconveniences of spiritual energy, but it is only every so often that something like this happens.
I
Well, I suppose that's good.
Though, with the intensity as it was, I wasn't expecting her to recover until... begin recovery until later tonight or tomorrow even, but the fact that she was recovering so quickly might have something to do with a change in spiritual energies, perhaps? Looking expectantly at you.
I would expect that was probably, yes, part of the... Can I roll, like, a sense motive or something to know if I was supposed to keep the fucking badge or not?
Sure.
This is driving me up a wall. That's probably not going to do very, very much. What is my sense motive? My sense motive is... That's great! 15?
Spirits, man, but at the same time, you, with your background, there was some intensity in her eyes. Like, she wanted someone to carry this, and if it landed in your hands, you got a gut feeling it was supposed to be you.
So, probably not supposed to relinquish it. Okay, cool.
That's up to you.
Never, first rule of being a player in D&D, never, ever, ever give up bequeathed items. Never.
Or do it just for fun.
I thought it was don't split the party.
No, that's rule number 2.
Oh.
Or 6, you know, this group. It's rule 6. That probably had something to do with us, actually. We definitely found something at the prison. Several somethings. Several incorporeal somethings. Several very, very angry incorporeal somethings that are no longer incorporeal or, in fact, somethings. They're actually... Belder, explain it, would you?
We exercised the living crap out of that prison.
That.
If you could get me another word.
So you ran around the halls? Is that what you're saying?
No, exorcise,
No.
not exercise.
We removed spiritual annoyances.
We forcibly
You
removed.
did the wrong mic.
Yes. So we exercised the prison. It's all good to go.
Well, that is certainly good to hear.
And it's good to hear that that's good to hear. I honestly wasn't sure whether or not you would... Well, maybe it's different.
Though I have to ask, how did you know that the prison was fully exorcised? Like, what happened?
We ran across the warden's late wife. It appears the reason that the haunting has been so unmanageable as of late is that between Visoriana and the warden, there was a sort of barrier put in place by their will. I'm not quite sure how to explain it. But the Whispering Path either captured or vanquished, although it seems to indicate capture, the warden, and the warden's warding powers were therefore halved. We mitigated this by going in and brutally and with much prejudice eliminating the 5 notorious prisoners. Someone help me out here. The story's getting very convoluted the longer I speak.
You need a drink, and I pass the drink over, and I just say, Father, here's what you need to know. Whispering Way is somehow involved with the professor and his death. They also might be connected to the prison, but probably not.
Well,
Prison.
except for the scratchings and the fact that they were there and possibly captured the warden. And I'm just going to shut up and drink now.
You know what? Now that you say that, they could actually be connected to the prisoners within Harrowstone that died.
Decades ago? Actually,
Possibly.
that does make sense. The Whispering
This all-
Way, ancient path.
Way, path, pathway. The whispering pathway.
Whispering Doe.
Hey!
There was no V on that, good man. D-O-U.
Oh.
Look at you jumping to conclusions, dope.
I don't think he knows how to whisper, actually. You're safe there.
Neither do I. Now,
That's
is there
all.
anything else, or shall we all go get drunk?
Well, you say that Visoriana was able to cleanse the prison?
It seemed, though, her and her husband were working in tandem to restrain the spiritual presence, to stop it from overflowing and overcoming the prison. And then at the end, we brought her proof. We brought her husband's mark of station, and she used it in some fashion to dispel the last lingering traces of evil we were unable to remove ourselves with violent prejudice. God, I'm a wordy fucker. I'm just going to stand here and drink.
Oh no, this is fine. Do all the talking.
And
first,
what happened to the symbol of station?
Excuse me, I need to roll a wisdom check.
please.
She bequeathed it to me.
Well, that is certainly an interesting case.
That certainly is an accurate descriptor.
Have you looked at it at all since you've gotten it, or have you hidden it away?
I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. Also, there was more, well, not more important, but more urgent bickering that must be. I pull out the badge and just like hold it in my hand and like stare down at it like I got no idea what the fuck to do with this. There's just like a thing, and I'm like, I'm not. She seemed to focus the last of her spirit on it before bequeathing it to me. I'm honestly torn, Father.
Well,
My own
if
spiritual beliefs would have me enshrine this in the prison as a mark to her and her husband, but she could have let it fall to the floor or place it somewhere else in the room where her corpse was, but she placed it very deliberately in my hands, and I don't know what to do with that.
he takes a hand and rests it on your shoulder and looks at you and goes like, well, we are not... It is not up to the living to determine the exact meaning of the words of the dead. But we can have our opinions, we can have our thoughts, but if it would help you make a decision, I could take a closer look at it if you wanted me to.
Please, yes.
Alright. He takes it and he takes your hand with it in it and begins casting some spells and and focusing on it. Well, I do know that this is certainly a unique item. But to give you an accurate assumption of its powers, as it is a magical item.
Oh, alright.
It does have similar abilities to a rod of meta magic, but it also seems to have an ability to enhance a weapon to fully strike against an incorporeal target. And be that through a weapon or through a spell.
I see. I'm assuming that I'm gonna get like flavor or more than.
Yeah,
flavor
I'm gonna
text.
write. The handout is now that in your guys's in the character section. I'll write out more the details and fluff in a little bit, but for the sake of mechanics, one a day it can act as a rod of lesser ectoplasmic metamagic,
Okay.
Oh.
which basically means once a day you can use it as a focus for a spell, and it will affect an incorporeal target fully with the effects of the spell.
A spell.
And its other power, once a
Okay.
day, it can be used to cast the Ghostbane Dirge spell. Or it can... No, rephrase that. Once a day, it can be used to grant an item the Ghost Touch... a weapon the Ghost Touch property.
Oh, so good.
And that's for either a weapon or an armor. Or a suit of armor.
Oh.
Ghost
Okay.
Touch. And that ability lasts for a minute.
Cool. I understood only about 60% of that, but that's fine. That is what they have Pathfinder reference books for.
Basically, it's really freaking good.
Well, based on the orgasmic look on your face there for a second, I was gathering that.
That was totally O-face.
Also, since you guys bequeathed the badge back to Visoriana and were able to purge the prison completely, you all earned the Uprising card.
All the PCs have +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls for the duration of one battle. If the PCs are outnumbered, the card instead gets +2 on attack and damage rolls for one battle. The Uprising can only be used once, and the entire party must agree to use the card. That's pretty fucking awesome.
It's one use, though.
Yeah.
It is a
but
single
that's
use,
still pretty fun.
but should everyone
Are we
decide to
ready
use
fight
it,
everyone in the house.
I mean, yeah.
the wheel of fate is turning. What shall the cards decide? But let's get back into it. And the father, this will serve you well, and he places it back in your hand.
Indeed.
At which point Beldor arrives with drinks.
Yes, and I hand out drinks to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Of course you do.
as soon as Father Grimhollow came down the stairs, Dove just bolted past him and into Kendra's room.
I'm handing drinks out to everyone except for Dove.
Who is not at the table.
I'm going to down my first drink and then switch my empty mug for Dove's full one. I'm
Clever.
kidding. I'm not Creed. Well, no, actually, I am going to do that.
Yes, do it anyway.
And then I think I'm going to walk up to the doorway and just stand and watch Dove
All right.
and Kendra, just kind of making sure that she's okay.
Okay, you make your way up to Kendra's room. The door still open. Dove didn't bother to close it. But Kendra, she's lying up in her bed. And seems to be relaxing. And Dove is just by her side, and they're just having a nice, quiet moment.
I'm going to smile and then back out and walk back down to the party.
Kendra
She seems
catches your movement for a second, but doesn't act.
cool. I'm gonna head on downstairs.
So now, Lucy, is that short for Lucille?
No, it's Lucy. Just
Oh, that's
Lucy.
a shame.
Kendra appears to be doing quite well.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
Where am
All
I
day.
at?
Oh, yes, let's get to Altair. Altair, you made your way up to the temple. And as you made your way up there, there is an acolyte sweeping the front.
Let's say, is Father Grimhollow in?
He looks up to you with this deadpan stare. Is like, no, he's out
Where?
at the Lorimore place.
Finally, I know where he is. Thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
Your help. Maybe you can give me some information. Is there anyone else in town who might be able to identify something of magical properties for me?
You can try
Or
the
would
bookstore.
you be able to? See, I'm not the biggest fan of books. Is there anywhere else?
That doesn't surprise me.
Alright, thank you, sir, for your help. The only other thing I wish to ask is, where is the general store? Just point me in the direction, I'm sure I can find it.
He points across the river towards the town square.
Gods are awesome. Thank you.
Sweet.
Can you ping on the map where the temple is? Which one the temple is? I'm sorry.
The temple is. Let me.
Oh.
No, it's shift. Temple is over
okay.
there.
I thought that was the Kendra's.
No,
No.
no.
Oh, she's down across the window.
Lorimore
or
Place
across the window.
is, if I'm remembering right, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it! I went way out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Hilariously out of the way.
Town
while you
Square.
were all snickering.
over this way.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna take the long way back, and I want to stop in at the bookstore.
At the bookstore.
Oh,
Yes.
All right. You make your way. Hey, and it's
The unfurling scroll.
yeah. You make your way to the unfurling scroll, the same side door, main door, entryway. Is a shoot. Let me get my calendar out. Yeah. Okay. It's still fire day.
Okay.
The
Uh,
sign is turned to open.
I'm gonna step in.
Right. It's the same two-tiered setup with the lower area with the main bookshelves and whatnot, and then the upper area with that's doubles as a teaching space.
Do I see the owner?
Yes, he is currently in the back moving
Raven,
some books around.
I want to go up to him
Ah,
and have a little chat.
good to see you, Mister. You never actually came in for the rest of your payment, rest of your research time.
No, it's kind of why I was coming in now, not to do any research at the moment. I was wondering if instead you would be able to help me out. I was told that you are quite skilled in identifying magical items.
Well, any good wizard worth his salt can identify magic items.
I was wondering if you'd be willing to assist me with a couple that we found.
Of course. That'll be 15 gold pieces per item.
Well, you see, the thing is about how much I paid you for research time seemed like a fair enough payment.
You
And I
paid
did
for research time.
It's all up.
You paid for research time that you
I
did
did.
not use. The fact that you did not use it is your own fault. I run a
I mean,
business.
I totally figured that was going that way.
Mm-hmm.
You do run a business, but you also take advantage of outsiders and their generosity, it seems.
Yes, but the focus for an identify spell is a pearl worth 10 of an approximate worth of 10 gold pieces. Therefore, I have to charge upwards.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces per spell.
15.
And then we'll leave on
I
good
have to make a
terms.
profit. Please.
I said
15.
good day, and I turn around and walk out.
This is like the worst episode of Pawn Stars I've ever seen.
What do you mean the worst?
And I'm gonna head down to the general store.
I mean,
All right.
exactly what I said.
You make your way down to the general store.
Oh, motherfucking God! Ah! And I'm mumbling to myself the whole way.
Your lady friend Jaminda is currently sweeping the front of her store.
Oh, does she run the general store?
No, she runs the apothecary.
Oh, okay. And I wave, kind of like, hi. And I just keep walking.
Alright.
What an odd.
Yeah, okay, it is that building. Alright, you make your way to the Ravengro General Store. It's about a barn-sized, a little less than a barn-sized, store. Two smaller wings with the main portion of the building.
I just want to walk up to the counter
Nice
and
covered
say,
porch.
I'm looking for a very specific item. I don't know if you'll have it or not.
Behind the counter is a human woman. Fairly standard brown hair and whatnot. It's like, oh, yes, can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a small bell.
A small bell.
Yes. Like, no bigger than, couple inches. I don't know if that's
see.
something you would be able to carry or not.
I believe we might. You're certainly willing to check the actual store for it. Among the shelves.
Sure. I can look for it, I guess.
You check the store, the actual shelves. I will look behind here.
I appreciate all of your help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. She begins going through drawers along the wall of drawers behind the counter.
Yeah. Sweet.
Do you do anything?
Yeah, I want to check the shelves. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay, after about 5 minutes of searching, she speaks. Oh, I found what you may be looking for.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
And she produces a it's nothing fancy. It's just a bell, probably made out of pewter or like a pewter silver.
That's fine. Perfect.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Ding,
And
ding, ding.
yeah, maybe just a little bit of twine, if you have that.
You just passed it on your way back over here.
I can grab it on my way out. I'll pay for it now.
It's
How much?
by the inch. You better bring it over here so that we can cut it first.
Oh, okay. I'll go grab it. And say I just need like 6 inches.
Very well. 6 inches of twine and the bell. That will approximately run you
Making
gold
it
piece.
sound Cowbell.
3 gold pieces.
3 gold.
I run a business.
I am aware of this. That little bell.
It hurts him.
I love this so much.
How about I give you a gold piece. It is a small bell. That
Make a
you
diplomacy
should
check.
had. All right.
This is not gonna go well.
And I love this little store you have going. 21.
2 gold, 2 silver.
Let's call it 2 gold even, and then we'll go from there, and we'll make a deal. You didn't even know you had the bell.
Very
It's
well.
just so-
I know all of my stock. Thank you very much. 2 gold, 2 gold pieces, and we will call it even.
Thank you so much for all your help. And I slide the 2 gold pieces, and I start charging off towards the Larimore place.
Here lies Altair.
God damn! This town, man, a bunch of greedy fucks. Ah, I don't say that. That was out of character.
This
I would
is
hope
why you
so.
have accents.
Because as you pass out the front door, you see a burly man sweeping the front that you missed on your huff on the way in.
Excuse me, sir. Have a nice day. I'm gonna. What?
You
Oh
need
my
to switch chairs.
God,
It's so
Beldor.
squeaky over there.
That's my dog.
Uh,
Maynard's just going crazy. He got a squeaky toy.
yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna walk to the Larimore's place.
All right, you make your way there, and everyone is currently in the dining room having a couple drinks.
Carrie-
Unwinding.
Carrie brings over another chair for the dwarf because she doesn't know his name. Be like, here's another chair for you. Shh. It's too squeaky. We'll get it over to the carpenters in the morning. It'll be fine.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. A
We've
human,
always heard that one before.
a human orc, and an elf walk into a bar, and a dwarf walks under it.
Help us all.
Oh, it's funny. But take this chair.
What's so different about this chair as compared to the others?
That one's
It doesn't
weird squeaky.
No, it's not the chair that's squeaking, it's the dog. Or the wolf.
The wolf
Maynard
is
looks up at
not
you.
anything.
Shrugs, goes back.
See?
Am I walking in on?
Goes
on
back
this?
to lapping at his alcohol.
Oh, look who decided to return. Did you find
yes.
Father Grimhollow?
If you just asked me, I would have told you that he was here. Like, I mean,
I needed.
I only live here.
Oh, this is going to be good.
He's already.
I sit down next to Father Grimhollow, and I say, I'm glad I found you. I had a very
yes.
nice walk to clear my head, but I wanted to see if you would be able to identify some of these items I found in the prison.
Well, Miss Celine had just asked me to identify an item that she came across, so I don't see why not, though I'm surprised that you, friend, Beldor seems
Someone
to
of
be
my
of
race
no.
would have some magic items?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no, that's not what I'm
Oh,
saying at all.
okay.
I'm
Straight-
well aware that I'm at least passingly assuming that both Beldor and Maverick are, as both practitioners of the divine, are able to identify magic items themselves. Though, if I must,
that
I don't
would
see
be an
why.
assumption.
That would be an assumption indeed.
Let me guess, you didn't prepare it today.
What spell is it that we usually use to identify items?
Why are
The-
to have the spell in the first place?
The ritual of magical detection.
Let me see if I can recount it. Shush, Celine, I'm trying to think.
I have no.
Well,
I would be willing to make a small donation to your church. if you would be able to identify these for me. And I
Father,
slide.
What level spell is it again?
It's a 0 level spell.
A 0 level spell.
It is of the Orison variety.
Oh, of course. Hold on, I'm thinking. The alcohol is really getting to me right now.
Indeed.
I might... Wait, detect magic was it?
Detect magic.
Oh, yes, I actually do have that. I've had it prepared all along. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to put my ring on and detect magic on it.
The ring detects his magic.
I'm going to keep concentrating for a second.
Make a spellcraft check.
Oh, baby.
Can you detect possibly the sword?
27 on a
Is
nat
that a nat
20.
20?
That was a nat 20.
Ring of protection +1.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Uh,
Sword.
sure, why not? I'll do the same process on the sword.
All right. It detects his magic.
I'm sorry. Hold on a minute.
That is a 24.
+1 keen longsword.
Oh!
This whole damn time, we could have figured this out. And I just walked across this whole town.
No, nobody told
Your
me.
rage is unbecoming of you, Altair.
I
It's
mean,
becoming. It's becoming confusing.
just calm down. You're fine. Like, you know.
Don't tell me to calm down.
Though I will gladly take that donation you are talking about. I am more than willing to accept it.
You know what, Father? Here, and I slide across 3 gold pieces. At least you're the nicest person in this room.
Very well. This will pay for my bar tab tomorrow.
You're the one who was rude first.
He pockets the gold.
My AC is now 21.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Beldor.
Damn it,
I just gave
Maynard.
you a new chair.
Beldor, would you
Maybe it's
please
you.
identify these for me?
Sure, I detect magic and cast guidance on myself. Is
Both
magic-
the lace and the dagger detect his magic. And upon further inspection, the dagger is mithril.
Oh, okay. Well,
You being
that's
familiar with metals and whatnot,
it's a 24 on the dagger.
is a +1 mithril dagger.
Plus one neutral dagger. Now for the headband or the lace ribbon. That is an 18.
It's like I said earlier. It's a faint. It is a moderate
Oh,
transmutation
right.
aura.
I tried it earlier.
Yeah,
I didn't do
but it is a strong aura, and you're gonna need to, at the very least, take some time with it.
Oh. Oh dear, I may have to take an evening to study that properly.
Well, no, it's just a quick identification isn't really gonna cut it. But if you
Take like 10 or 20.
if you
or
take
something.
I'm basically saying if you take a 20 on it, which will take about anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour.
Sure, why not? I'm sure they'd be more than happy to have Beldor take a 20 and study this lace.
I take the lace and I pull it out of my hand and I shake.
What
I
is your
hand
highest spellcraft?
My highest?
Yeah, if you got a 20, what would your total be?
27. And if I did guidance, I'd be 28.
Still no.
Okay. Not gonna cut it.
Beyond your power.
This might be something for someone much more powerful than me.
Father,
Hands to the father.
I will take a look at it. He
Please do.
looks, and I'm assuming you guys will wait for him to take a 20 on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. He studies it for a while, drinking while he's studying it. He's like,
Wouldn't that make it like a 35?
Take 30.
well, a 30 is what you need, and if he takes his time,
jeez.
is what he gets. Like, well, it's certainly a bit of a rarer item. Not too expensive, just a strong... I mean, it just takes a strong caster to be able to create it. This is a piece of effortless lace.
Effortless. Effortless?
That
Effortless
sounds
lace.
like a thing. I think I may be familiar with it, but could you inform the others?
I'm just going to copy and paste the item description into Roll20
Okay.
Oh,
for you guys. But basically, you can wrap it around an item. Or you can wrap it. You can wrap it around a weapon. Around the grip of a one-handed piercing or slashing melee weapon. For 24 hours, it permanently bonds to the weapon. And if you attach it to a larger weapon, you can wield it more easily if it's for a creature larger than your size. If the weapon size...
I'm sorry, he's laughing.
seriously! Fuck's sake!
If let's say you're a medium creature and it is a medium weapon, then it is treated as a...
fucking minds.
Then, if it is a one-handed piercing or slashing weapon, it can be treated as a light melee weapon when determining whether it can be used with weapon finesse,
Fuck's sake,
as well as
Brendan.
with any feat, spell, or special weapon ability that can be used in conjunction with light weapons.
So theoretically, I could wrap that bad boy on a longsword or something.
Technically.
Theoretically, yes.
I am going to take that and wrap it back into my hair.
Oh, but you all know the details of it.
It's a pretty pink ribbon you have there.
Totally eyeing the ribbon.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks absolutely becoming of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brings out your eyes.
I pull up my hood.
And
And
just
I
as
do it.
for those who are primarily 5e players, the keen longsword means that its crit range is doubled.
Ooh.
So instead of for the
Oh.
longsword, instead of critting on a 19 or 20, it crits on a 17, 18, 19, or 20.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. I am seriously enjoying that.
Granted,
Now,
you
could
still
I
have to
wrap
confirm the
that around
crit,
the longsword and
but that
dual
just...
wield it?
Not considering I have both long swords.
I'm just. Sorry. I need a drink.
Yes, you do. Quite a few, actually.
Veldor, I feel like I need to catch up. May I have some of your ale?
Sure.
For 3 gold pieces.
So, it's a masterwork +1 keen longsword.
Okay. An item has to be of masterwork quality before it can even be enchanted.
Yes. But
Or
you
for it
also
to be a
have
permanent enchanted, but for the sake of combat, it is a +1 keen longsword.
Okay.
The masterwork and +1 enhancement bonus do not stack.
Aw. So it's only +1 or +2.
It is a +1 to hit and a +1 to damage. Masterwork is simply a +1 to hit.
I thought it was +2.
No,
Okay, well,
it's a +1 keen longsword.
Okay.
Well, that was productive.
Agreed.
Just ogling at this ring, just like, yes. Front lines, here I come.
Alright. Well, you all take some time to sit back and relax, and after about a couple hours of about 2 or 3 hours of drinking and relaxing around the table, you hear the door upstairs is open, and Dove and Kendra come down the stairs, with Dove leading Kendra. Maynard, shut the hell up. I'm DMing here.
Kendra! Wonderful to see you up and about.
And it's wonderful to see you all safe and sound.
For the most part. Yes.
Granted, she's
Indeed.
still slightly pale to the face, but she seems to be well.
Right.
We're looking much better than what Dove panicked us all with.
Yes, well, he is. Well, I didn't know he was gone until after it had passed. So, I thank you all for bringing him back to me.
You're most welcome.
Oh, goodness.
This is all heartfelt and great. So who's up for more drinking?
Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe I will have to refrain, but thank you for offering. Well, I'll take one for the road then.
Very well, Father.
Thank you, Father, again.
You're welcome. But I must be getting back to my temple.
Also, yeah, good idea. Never mind. I had nothing to say previous to that moment.
Lucy, it seems Miss Kendra is
strange.
well enough already. Let us be off. Yes, Father. And they both head out.
I was going to tell him to tell the council about the armory, but
We should siege that ourselves.
yeah.
We're trying to make a good impression here.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's not burden him with our duty.
Well,
You said duty.
well, I'm glad you are all back.
Stop
And
drinking.
oh, Miss Curie,
Yes.
it is good to see you. I mean, it's good to see you. I know we only have a passing acquaintance, but I thank you for going after him.
No problem. I'm always willing to help. And if you ever need anything else, just, ask.
Well, you're free to.
I have this great axe and I have nothing to do with it.
Well,
so-
you're free to stay the rest of the evening with us.
That would be nice. I do like drinking, so.
I believe that is probably all we're going to do, so this is quite good indeed.
Sounds great to me.
Dove helps Kendra into her seat at the head of the table, and then he sits to her right.
Dove
Kendra.
sits down at the table.
Yes, Dove sits down at the table to Kendra's right.
I pour Dove a drink and slide it over to him.
All right, he nods in acknowledgement. At which point Kendra speaks up. Well, I'm glad you all are back, and I would like to hear what you all might have found.
We
Surprisingly, we found Dove.
Yes, I heard about that. Don't worry.
Yes. Well, we also found a few hauntings, a couple of friendly spirits, a couple of more hauntings, a lot of unfriendly spirits. Is there anything else that we found?
We found the Visoriana.
That would be the friendly spirits.
Well then, yes, we got it all covered with those two.
Excellent.
I see, and is it finished? Is it done?
Yes, most
It is
likely.
indeed.
Good. Then you can all stay here and rest a while before the end of my grandfather's period of your time here has been finished.
That's right.
Excellent.
30 days.
Yes, we still have quite some time left.
You guys are only into your 6th day.
Yeah, of 30.
We're going to be very cozy with each other.
Besties.
I don't know what that is.
As we're having a few drinks
Sorry.
at the table with everybody there, I'm gonna pull out the bell and I'm gonna say, Dove, you might want to consider wearing this around. That way we can keep track of you.
You son of a bitch! I'm not wearing that.
Oh dear, that's moving a bit quick, don't you think?
No, he's not supposed to wear it. He's supposed to hold it.
I would
I'm
say
not
wear
I'm
it.
not holding the damn bell.
What-
Well,
It would just allow us to be able to find you easier when you go missing.
I'm not a damn cat.
He's not the
Oh, is
fit.
that what you bought it for?
It's a
Never mind. I
cowbell.
thought you were trying to
Like-
figure out how to have him signal if things go when
He
his
could
hands
do
are.
that too. Just
I
give
mean-
it a few flicks. We'll come running, Dove.
Altair, you fuck. And he takes his drink and splashes it in your face.
I want to dodge out of the way.
No, that would be his ranged attack roll against your AC.
What? What?
Oh, yeah, that is going to be a 24?
Very high number.
What?
Natural 17 on the die.
I can't put shit on that. Okay. That should be a reflex save.
No, it is a ranged attack roll.
Condition.
It is technically a splash weapon.
God.
Well, I mean,
Waste of
that, like I said, you seemed rather rude. I mean, ever since
Right?
I met you, it's like it's just one thing after another. Like I try to be a nice person,
What?
and yes,
You know what? And I'm gonna vanish. And I'm going up to my room.
You disappear and make your way.
Oh, he's
After
hiding.
about 24 seconds, he reappears halfway up the stairs.
Are you telling me I can't make it upstairs in 24 seconds? I can move.
Not
30.
silently.
God damn it. Alright, yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
do we see him on the stairs?
You see him disappear up the last couple stairs as he reappears.
No.
Well, I didn't know
Well,
he could do
I didn't
that.
want to be mean, but it seems like I don't know. I didn't mean it a little bit. I meant it, but I didn't mean it.
He'll
You
get
didn't
over
mean it.
It's fine.
I
got
take
a
another
tough-
drink. Apparently not.
No, he's got tough skin. He'll get over it in a day.
Or 6 cups.
Accurate.
Well, as you all finish relaxing, taking a couple drinks, winding down from this harrowing experience,
That was bad. Bad.
you all
Bad.
No. No.
fight me. You all
You're not even a dad. You don't get to do that.
relax, and this is where we're going to take our break.
Yay!
Okay.
We will see you all in about 10 minutes. We're going to try for 10 minutes.
Which
Yeah,
room it's gonna be?
Yeah,
15.
it'll be
Try
15.
for 10 minutes, right?
All
10
right.
to 15.
10 to 15 minutes. All right. See you all then.
I just spent $30 on food. It's far too easy to spend money.
And we're back.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to Carrion Ground. Okay, so as you all spend the rest of the afternoon into the evening, relaxing, just spending some time to get through things. I'm going to say let's go ahead because I don't want to. I'm pretty sure none of us want to RP out at 24 days of social encounters.
Oh,
I mean,
come
speak for
on.
yourself.
Well, I'm
mean,
sure
are they
Carrie
gonna
would have
be-
gone back to the blacksmith
Yeah.
shop
Yeah.
in the
But
morning.
let's just, we are led. All right.
Ting.
But let's go ahead and speed some things up ever so slightly.
Okay, that I can do. I guess.
You managed to cut things on. First off, how do you? Okay, what do you guys plan on doing?
Making a gun. Shit, I probably should have talked to you about that because I legit
I-
cannot remember what I was going to build.
I know how I'm gonna work that. This is going
Okay.
to, that's just going to come down to final totals. But
Okay.
with materials, I already know how I'm working with that. But as far as you all let the council know that the prison is taken care of, and everything seems to be going around, and everything's all right. Between that and the armory, there remains the armory that you guys are able to get, the historical documents. Between all that you all bring back from the prison, you all are rewarded a grand total of 400 gold pieces each.
Oh, shit.
Actually, wait, no. 1,000 gold pieces for you all.
Oh.
Okay. So
The question
250
is,
each.
we ain't cutting Carrie into this, are we?
Now
No.
you're definitely rude.
No, okay.
nah.
Well, I wouldn't have said that in front of you. You don't know I'm discussing that. So 250 apiece.
So-
250 apiece.
Yeah.
And then we actually found more.
Yeah, I could do math.
while
I
we
know
were
that
there,
cuts
right?
me
Yes.
out.
Yes.
You wouldn't know we're getting it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know as a person, I can do math. I know that's not including me.
Oh.
All right. Hand waving this. Once you guys get the reward settled away and the town is grateful, but on top of that, you all are also given an additional stipend of 125 gold pieces each.
Whoa.
Hello, mama.
Excuse me.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
And with that, you are begrudgingly accepted by the council and the town.
Yay! Begrudging
Begrudgingly.
acceptance.
Word spreads around, and people start warming up to you guys. Now we're going to boil down to more specific encounters. Once the Maverick, once getting his portion, he just kind of leaves. In one morning, he just up and fucks off, leaving a note saying, "I'll be back I'll be back later." And he just fucks off to the woods for a couple weeks.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay. Fine.
And now we're just going to be more on what kind of stuff you guys want to do. As far as social, building a gun. You guys still have 20... You guys have 24 days to spend. Actually, let's make it 23 just for counting out the council and getting the rest of the stuff from the prison and whatnot.
I'm going to take, I believe I said 36 hours, so I'm going to take probably about 2 days plus another for recovery to head up to the prison, and I'm going to spend 36 hours holding the warden's badge and talking.
All right.
Because I'm assuming that Visoriana isn't in there anymore, that she dissipated.
You feel a faint sense of warmth from the badge as you're saying this, but aside from that, there's no big signs or anything.
That's fine with me. I'm still gonna spend nearly 36 hours talking. And towards the end, it definitely gets, like, rambly and a little bit delirious.
Oh, I assumed
But
it goes into that.
Hours, so.
I assumed it got into that after the first 5.
Well, I got kind of maudlin around, like, 8 or so. But, yeah.
All right.
I promised her 36 hours of companionship, so I will spend 36 hours talking to a spirit's spirit.
All right.
I would like to go see Father Grim Hollow a few days after the council meeting.
All right. You go see him.
Father, I was curious. Do you have the means, or would you know of the means where I could find someone, or where I could purchase a magical sword of sorts? Is that something this town would be able to have?
Aside from my personal gear, which you're not getting.
No, I wouldn't dream of taking
as far as weapons, you're welcome to check the blacksmith shop.
Okay.
Aside from that, I wouldn't know.
Okay. If I were to find just a standard weapon, would you have the ability to enchant it? Where
it would,
of course, pay you.
Well, I would need the materials, which I do not have on me, and I would charge you full price for them.
Of course.
But aside from that, I do have the means, as I did with some of Miss Celine's ammunition. But you would have to bring me the materials, and the weapon would have to be of an enchantable quality. Not just anything will do.
Of course. Alright. Now, out of character, DM, sir, would I, if I were to wrap this effortless lace around a masterwork longsword, would it still be able to be enchanted?
Oh yeah, the weapon would still be able to be enchanted.
Okay.
It's just you're using the lace on that masterwork longsword.
Okay. Okay. Now, once something's enchanted, you can't strip an enchantment, can you?
No.
Okay.
You cannot.
Can you enhance it?
Oh yes, you can enchant.
Oh, okay.
You can enchant a weapon further, but
okay.
as the enchantments pile up, they get exponentially more expensive.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for your time, Father. I'm unsure if I'll even be able to do this. I was just curious if I had the means, or if it was even a remote possibility, but thank you for your time. Excuse me. I didn't mean to burp, Father. Excuse
You're
me.
welcome. Very well.
And have a good day.
You as well.
I want to go to the blacksmith.
All right. You see your friend Kira there, working with her mother Jorfa, a stout, hardy dwarven woman with her brown hair tucked up in a braid. How can I help you?
Hi. I was wondering if you had any long swords.
Long swords?
Yes.
I do have a couple over there, if you're willing to look.
I am. Let me go take a look. About how much would these cost?
Let me check her stock. Well, let me check to see if she does have a masterwork longsword.
Okay.
She does. It's even masterwork.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome. After all, the council gave me a couple of the ones you all found.
Oh,
She chuckles over in the corner.
damn.
I mean, there was a whole bunch of fucking masterwork swords there.
I'm gonna
I
go
can't believe
over.
you didn't take one. I really can't believe you didn't take one.
I didn't know that I would even be able to use one.
As I'm chuckling, I walk over to my mother and say, "Mother, maybe we could offer him a substantial discount since he did find it in the prison, and they did help us."
Well, since I didn't have to pay for materials, I'll give him half off.
Exactly.
Tell you what.
Okay,
Tell you what.
that sounds fair. How much is that?
That would be 157 gold pieces.
157. Fantastic. That actually evens out pretty well. I will take it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Kiri.
And she
I'm-
puts out her hand and be like, "Now for my payment."
And I drop 157 gold pieces.
And extra.
What?
Just
man.
I drop
kidding.
5 copper pieces into her hand.
I take those and I flick them back at him. I walk away.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here.
Oh god.
I was just messing with you. I'm sorry.
Well,
I didn't mean to upset you.
sorry. It's been a rough couple days. Thank you for the huge discount. I'll be sure and spread the word of your generosity and your expert craftsmanship across the land.
Well, I would hope not. I have business to run. I'd rather not people talking about my generosity.
Well, yeah, I understand. Have a good day. And I leave.
She goes back to
and
working.
I am totally gonna wrap that shit and hold it for 24 hours.
You're using the effortless lace?
Yeah, on the masterwork, and I'm gonna have it enchanted eventually.
All right. You have the masterwork lace. You have the effortless lace on a masterwork longsword.
And that allows me to add.
Dex to hit, not to damage. You have to select it with your finesse training at a later level to be able to use it.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I'm still gonna carry it around with me.
Or you could have an agile enchantment on it, but yeah. Alright. Would anyone else like to do anything?
Beldor's doing his ritual today. The one that I sent you, Brian.
I'm sorry?
You didn't read it, did you?
Did I not?
That would be because of the confusion that you can tell.
Okay. So Beldor's locked away in his room today, and he has not eaten or drank.
Okay. Is this PDF you sent me? Couple last month? Okay.
And he is praying.
Okay, okay, just alright.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yep.
That happens. Oh shoot, I right, Skype. I can't do that with Skype. I should not do that with Skype. That fucked the cameras. Anyway,
So, if I'm making a pepper box, is it seriously going to be 3,000 gold?
no, it will cost you 1,500 for crafting it.
Shit.
But I will say, you are building towards it, and first off, using your pistol as a baseline will automatically take 500 gold pieces off of that.
Okay, so I just need to come up with 400 gold pieces.
Well, 500 off of the 1,500 total.
And I have 600.
And you
I
have
need
600.
500.
Okay.
400. So,
I will say, make a knowledge engineering check.
oh dear. Can I just not take 20? No, I got this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh god, I can do this. 22.
All right. Well, as you take the time to go through your notes for this pepper box that you plan on building and possible creations beyond even that, you manage to take the time and perfect the balancing system in the barrels that with the materials you could get with the money you have, you couldn't get a full 6-barrel pistol, but you could possibly do it with 3.
Okay.
In a
Then I
way
will
that
try-
it could further be upgraded onto a 6-barrel.
Okay,
bit
then
of
I will
work.
definitely do that.
All right.
So, masterwork pistol, 3-barrel.
And
And is that all of my gold?
okay, 600. That'll bring it
600 and
2,100 total. That could get you a 3-barreled, but it wouldn't be of masterwork quality, or it would get you or you could spend. Shoot, what's half of 1,750? 800 and 875. You could spend 375 and actually no. You could spend the 600. You could make a masterwork twin pistol, which has 2 barrels, or a non-masterwork 3-barrel pistol. That is up to you. But the 3-barrel pistol you could also further refine later on with more materials.
But it wouldn't be masterwork.
It would not be masterwork until you could get your hands on more materials.
Okay, then I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I won't build it just yet. Continuing to tinker, but I'm not gonna build it just yet.
So you're not going to do either of those options?
Could I add a second barrel onto the masterwork pistol that I already have? Or
Yes,
would I
you
need to
could,
do-
but it would cost you the 600. And it would count as masterwork.
Okay, then no.
Or you could spend only 375 and it wouldn't count as masterwork.
Nope. Oh, I want the masterwork, so I guess I'm saving up for more.
You want the
Okay.
masterwork 3-barrel?
I want the masterwork 3-barrel.
All right.
I want a second gun with the masterwork 3-barrel.
Oh,
So
it's
I
a
am-
full second gun. Okay.
Gonna be saving up.
You could theoretically craft just a second single barrel for 500.
Oh god, that's tempting.
All right. Okay, Beldor spends a day performing his ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Celine goes through her designs and actually you do go to the forge and speak with Jorfa and Curie and
Okay.
know through how their processes and try to get some more info on what you need, how you could do it.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do? You guys have a while.
Oh, yes. I would like to actually see if I could find someone to teach me proficiency, or at least sort of proficiency with shields. Specifically a small round buckler. That's the only thing I want to know how to use, is a small round buckler.
Do gunslingers not have proficiency in shields?
No. We do not.
Alright.
We do in 5th edition. But that's only because we're technically a subclass of the fighter.
Yeah. Well, Jorfa, Curie could, Jorfa's got a bit of fighter expertise. There are plenty of people with fighter expertise, or with proficiency. Some of the other guards, Sheriff Kaler. Finding someone isn't the issue, but
Like, I figure that in a month, or excuse me, 24 days, I'm not going to be able to.
With this, you are able to get proficiency in bucklers, but bucklers only. You now have shield proficiency buckler as a bonus feat.
Okay, that's cool. That's pretty much all I wanted, because I think anything larger than a buckler, and I incur a penalty with a one-handed ranged weapon.
No.
So. Really?
No. And in fact, with a buckler, you could even wield it in the same hand that you got the buckler.
Ooh. So I could.
And the shield bonus would still count. This gets into my rapier and with my sword and pistol slayer in my other game, but whatever. Moving on.
Okay. But yes, so once I have, I'm going to purchase myself one buckler.
Right. Okay, that runs you for, how much does a buckler cost? Buckler, that'll run you 5 gold pieces.
Cool. Alright.
Or just standard issue buckler.
5 gold pieces. It's easy enough to do. Alright.
Alright. Beldor and Curie, you guys meet at the bar one night drinking.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, don't I know you? You seem awfully familiar.
Probably not.
You look like you've lost a little weight. From all that. Oh, no, she wouldn't know that. But.
It was work that I had to do with my name was Saren Ray.
Saren Ray, she's she's not very religious, so yeah.
That would be my deity, yes.
Oh. Interesting. I've never really been one for the religion stuff. I know, it just doesn't seem it's good for some people, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna be drinking.
That's understandable. Most people, I find in my experience, you can't force religion upon others, but you sure as hell can fight for it, and that's the fun part.
Yes, I do love fighting. It's a lot of fun. Can't wait to take out my great axe and go kill some things with it. It'll be fun. Super
Well,
fun.
our track record is very good for getting into trouble, so maybe you'll be able to swing a blade around a little bit.
I mean, that does sound a lot of fun. I've been wanting to get out of Ravengro for a while. I even made this own great axe myself, and you know, it definitely needs some bit of wear and tear on it.
So a fresh blade and looking to get out of town.
I mean, I love my mother and all, but she's not exactly my mother, as you could tell. I mean, dwarf, human. It's like, you know.
Like I said, yes.
Hey.
Altair is sulking in a corner of the bar.
It's much like this scout that I knew a while back. He
Oh,
was
God,
a
that was
he was a
cold again.
human. He was raised by dwarves as well.
I mean,
But he thinks he's a dwarf. That's the
I
only
know.
difference.
yeah, I mean, I know that I'm not a dwarf. I feel like it sometimes, because, you know, being so short and all, but
You really
I
want
guess-
to talk to me about being short?
Curie's also on her 5th
Five.
pint at this point.
I'm
yeah.
4'1".
Oh, it's only like a couple of inches. Do they use inches or be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be almost an entire foot shorter.
No, it's not.
4'1".
Oh, yeah. It's over. I thought you said 5'1".
No, I'm 4'1".
Oh, well, I mean, your brain
also
was
very-
just like, I'm gonna stop growing here, and it's Sarah Ray made you exactly how she wanted you to be.
I'm glad you would agree. My parents would think so. They're
Well-
law. They're in law.
Yeah. Well, I would love to find my real parents. Find out what happened to them, anyways. I never really knew.
Well, you should be so lucky that you may be able to find them. Unlike that scout, his parents. Well, actually, no, he never did meet his parents.
What's a scald? I've never
Yeah.
heard this word before.
He-
It sounds like he's got a scab or something. Did he get
he-
into a fight?
He has a really bad temper, but he likes to sing when he kills people.
Oh, I like to do that too. Does that make me a scald?
It-
That would be awesome.
It very might well
Kind
be.
of
You might
off tone a little bit, but
you-
you know.
you might
people
have
love-
you might have to multi-class into it.
What's multi-class? It sounds like a
It's a specific terminology. It's
terminology.
nothing to worry about.
You use a lot of fancy words.
I try to.
Got to use that fancy education for something, right?
I mean, she does have a
Yes.
10 in intelligence, so she's real dumb.
Zokar,
Well,
It's not. dumb.
Zokar brings you both another
I'm
pint.
gonna make her dumb.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Zokar.
You're welcome,
Mine's
just so long as you
too.
pay.
Can I have another one, please?
He handed you another pint as well.
Thank you.
What can I say? You are both two of my favorite customers.
Yeah.
I do love
Stop.
drinking.
Just keep
You
paying,
try?
and I'll keep pouring.
His famous pancakes in town, they're absolutely to die for. So
don't-
delicious.
Dove?
Yes.
Oh yes, his pancakes.
He
Yeah,
made
that
them
reminds-
once.
Is Dove there with us?
No.
Oh, okay. That reminds me. I need to
Should be.
finish his training.
No.
That would be important. Training is very important.
Yes, I told him that he's going to be a pancake warrior, and he doesn't seem too keen on it.
I don't know why not. That sounds amazing. To be the warrior of pancakes.
As a
Yes.
Share
note,
throughout the land with syrup.
since that first time he made them, Dove has refused to make pancakes for the remainder of your guys' time there.
Oh, he's gonna get hounded every day about it.
He
too.
does, and he
Definitely
tells
has.
you the
It's
same
been a
thing.
long time
I'm
since
not
I've had
making pancakes again. You guys can piss off. I'm done. Got it?
So rude.
I might have to take a non-lethal attack against Dove.
You want pancakes? Make it your own damn self.
Ugh, fine, I can
So
be good
rude.
with it. There's dark days coming, I fear. Dark days indeed. May as well enjoy these drinks while we still have an opportunity to.
Yes, cheers.
Yes, cheers to death. To long life.
I don't want to die yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to live that long.
Well,
Being a war priest, my life expectancy cannot be that great.
maybe if you play your cards right.
Do I look like
No.
someone with a plan?
You look like someone with a drink.
I'm like a dwarf chasing cots. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I caught one.
So much wrong with that.
Well, I mean, a
So
card is usually.
Much.
Uh,
But yes, anyway, to health and drinking and drunkedness.
yes, sounds like the best.
I'm just gonna keep guzzling down the booze.
Alright, she matches you drink
Okay.
for drink.
Good.
Actually, both of you make fortitude saves.
Alright.
Oh god.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
That would
well.
be a 10.
I got a 10.
Oh, nice.
She matches you drink for drink. And you both drink the night away.
You can handle her liquor.
Alright.
There was something useful I wanted to do.
Oh, great.
As long as I can do it without spending money. So I'm gonna ask you, DM, is there anywhere I can go research the Whispering Way without dealing with the asshole wizard?
You could keep going through the Harrowstone records, or through the temple of Pharasma's records, and then there are the
Okay.
professor's own library.
I'm gonna spend like I'd say probably at least a week just kind of slowly rifling through.
All right, and
It's intriguing to me.
I'm not even going to bother making you roll. I'm just going to say through that you get the last bit of information that you are able to get at this time.
Okay.
That is going to be added to your handout now. It is under the DC 25 entry. That is the new information in the Whispering Way handout.
How useful.
All right.
Yes.
Jeez.
Oh, you know what? In the remaining time here, I need to see if I can procure some beard oil. I know who might have some. Starts with Jominda, ends with Fallen Bridge.
All right. So one day you make your way over to Jaminda's apothecary.
Okay. Hello?
Yes? Hello? 1 second. And she comes around out from her back room, suspicious smoke pouring out from the door.
That seems about normal at this point.
Pretty much.
Being
Yes?
that
How can I help you?
beard oil?
Beard oil. Beard oil. Try second shelf on the left.
Okay, I go over to the second shelf on the left. What are my options?
Options. You have... there are 3, actually.
Okay.
There is, Honeydew Sheen.
Ooh.
There is, something, there's another bottle entitled, Hard Labor.
Okay.
And a third, simply titled Dwarven Extract Number 2.
Oh.
Ew.
I'm gonna smell each of them real quick.
All right. The honeydew sheen smells like honeydew. It smells like a
Okay.
nice honeydew lemon or melon.
Okay.
Hard labor. Hard labor smells about the same as Old Spice.
Oh my god. Oh god.
If I had to give it a specific fragrance.
Mm. Oh
Wow.
god.
And
What kind of Old Spice?
shit. I don't have just
Like normal. the
original.
blend?
the original blend. And then the final and then dwarven extract number 2.
God.
As you uncork it and you give it a nice whiff, it smells how hot beer tastes.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I'm gonna go with the honeydew sheen.
All right, you get the bottle of honeydew sheen.
Okay. And how much is that gonna put me back?
Oh, honeydew sheen. That's it's more of a. Wow, someone's mind is in the gutter.
Jesus Christ, Altair!
Oh, Lord.
Oh wow. And I thought my jokes were bad.
You are so goddamn lucky that Twitch can't see that.
How would she even get that?
Don't ask!
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wow.
Ah.
No.
He's just saying what we're all thinking.
Exactly.
God.
Well, the honeydew sheen, a local favorite, if I had to say, that will run you about that'll run you about that 10 gold pieces.
Sold.
Oh my god.
No kidding.
Thank you for your patronage. She takes the money.
And thank you for my beard's health. Well, not beard, my mustache.
You're quite welcome. Oh, if it was mustache oil you wanted, that was the third shelf on the right.
I use beard oil for my mustache and my mutton chops.
Interesting choice. Very well.
Thank you very much. And I leave.
All right.
And I apply the oil liberally to my mutton chops.
All right.
Your face
They
was-
are
Thank
sheening.
you.
It is like a damn mirror, almost.
That's what I'm talking about.
disturbing.
It's been deprived of oil for so long. He's been on the road.
On the road again.
No.
Need to bring some health back into the facial hair.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Anyone?
That's literally all I can think of.
Do I have possibly time to start learning Celestial from Beldor if he's willing to teach me?
I like that ending.
Between-
If he's willing.
I mean, I've not been as mean to him as I've been to
Yes.
Adam,
That's yeah.
That will allow you the exposure you need, but you're still gonna have to spend a skill point in linguistics to actually learn it.
Shit, because I already did that with Dwarvish. For my level 4 level up.
I mean, so long as you don't have more than 4 skill points in linguistics, you can keep spending more per level.
Yeah. But I don't... Because I already had Common, Elvish, Orcish, and Necrol. And I spent another skill point in Linguistics to gain Dwarvish, because now there are 2 people in the party that know that language. Okay.
That's up to you. More options means more things.
I know bunches of languages.
What was... Wait, hold on. So I know Necrol. What was the one... Because there's one that...
Verisian.
I kind of thought that was, like, common. Like, it was a dialect.
No. The common as spoken is Taldane, but Verisian is more of a local dialect between Ustlav and Verisia. Though it's a bit more archaic in its... It's an older language. It's kind of like Latin or Romanian.
Yeah.
Are you talking in usage? Because linguistically, that would be like saying it's kind of like German. In that it's a dialect.
It's a separate language entirely, but it's not as broadly spoken. Like, most people tend to use the common Taldane.
Okay.
At least among humans and the races commonly interacting and living alongside.
Yeah. Okay. There was another one of these sort of evil languages that Maverick knew that I didn't, because I know Necrol. He knows this
It's
one.
Abyssal, I bet.
Abyssal wouldn't surprise me. I'm trying to find his languages on a sheet, but I just no clue where they are on the Roll20 sheet.
Because I know Abyssal and Infernal.
Yeah, there's Abyssal, Infernal.
And Dwarvish, Draconic, Ignan, and Elven.
Goodness
Jesus
gracious.
Christ. How do you know so
You
many
took
languages?
Ignan?
Yeah. Because I'm a baller, yo!
You have a high int, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have passable intelligence.
Nice.
Okay.
And I get skills out the ass.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay, where is his damn languages?
So if our intelligence goes up, we automatically gain more points in linguistics. Oh god.
Well, I know 5e rules for learning a language. It takes like a year.
Yeah,
Which is
no.
ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous to be able to fluently speak a language.
Yeah, no. Pathfinder is ridiculous where, oh, I can just spend a point in linguistics and I get a new language. Yay.
Yeah, they're
I
equally
agree with that.
ridiculous because they approach it at the extremes.
Yeah.
But I think...
But granted, you're not like an expert at the language, but you are passable in polite conversation.
Yeah.
That's how I rule it. Unless you have it at character creation.
All right.
I mean...
So, what's the plan then?
I mean, she's just going to spend, well, the 30 days working in the blacksmith shop with her mother, since...
Which you can certainly do.
There's done everything he needed. His ritual, got his beard oil, he's set.
That's all you need in life.
Mm-hmm. The simple things.
Yes.
Well, the days pass by. You all spending your time doing your various things and whatnot. having a laugh, doing your job, just spending some time to relax and recover.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta take away my wisdom.
Yeah.
Negative wisdom.
All your ability damage healed over the first couple days.
Yeah, boy. Back to full.
I know, right? Isn't it great?
19 wisdom.
Beldor, remind me, where do we have to deliver these books to?
A person in Lepidstadt.
Lepidstadt.
4 of the 5 books you all possess are, according to the will, 4 of the 5 books that you all have to deliver to Lepidstadt. The professor's journal, the text "Serving Your Hunger," the Umbral Leaves, and the jet black book with strange markings across the front cover. Someone can make a knowledge religion check, or a knowledge religion. Actually, make that knowledge arcana to attempt to reattempt to identify the 2 undetermined books.
Arcana? Not really.
Arcana.
Well, I'm out on that one.
Going to bed.
Alright. But yeah, the jet black book, the Serving Your Hunger, the Umbral Leaves, and the Professor's Journal are to be delivered to one Dr. Montagny Crowell, a professor at the University of Lepidstadt. UL. The Fighting Swashbucklers.
Montagny Crowell.
As for the book with the purple cover, that one is to be delivered to one Judge Embrith Darmid, also in Lepidstadt.
Ah. Embrith Darmid.
Upon the delivery of the books, you all will receive your agreed upon
Ridiculous
reward
amounts
of
of money.
100 platinum pieces.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to stay here for 30 days,
Yes.
right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
We have to stay
That was the
here
thing.
for-
You had to stay there for 30 days to make sure Kendra was good and we're set up on our own. And then
we can leave.
then go to Lepidstadt and deliver the books.
Beldor, do you have any feeling that we may run into trouble delivering these books?
I
It
think
seems-
that we should always be prepared for the worst.
I agree. I just feel like this is a large amount of money we're getting for delivering just a few books, and that it. And also my concern is, ever since the prison, the Whispering Way, what they, presumably what they did to the professor, I'm curious if they would be willing to go to extremes to gather his journal as well.
If they wanted to get his journals, I feel as if they either A, would have tried to do so already from under our noses, or B, they will be waiting for when we're vulnerable and on the road.
That was my concern too.
Well, I'm not quite concerned about that. If they ambush us, then we will be ready for them. And if we die protecting the books, we die protecting the books.
I'm not so sure I'm ready to die protecting books.
One should always be ready for an unexpected, imminent death. Makes you appreciate life a little bit more, good friend.
Perhaps we should bring on some extra muscle to go with us.
We have you, myself, Celine, Maverick, and probably an extra wolf. And we also have a newcomer, Kiri, I believe it was. We'll be fine.
Oh, was she the one who was going to join us?
She said she wanted to get out of town, so I'm assuming she's going to come along.
Are we gonna cut her in on the profits for delivering the books?
You don't have to cut her in
No.
out of yours. I'll share my profit.
She's not part of the will. It doesn't go to her.
It doesn't matter. I'll share my portion.
Mm.
Well,
Because unlike some of you, I'm not a greedy bastard.
I'm not greedy either. However, I believe in the spirit of a contract.
Yes, contracts. Horseradish.
I just like to have the particulars. Alright then, I just wanted to voice my concern, ensure that we're all on the same page, that even though the imminent threat of the prison is over, I fear this business with the Whispering Way has just begun.
You know, that brings up a good question. Altia, since you're so afraid of dying, if you are to go down, do you want me to stabilize you or let you stay down for a while?
What?
I love to
That's a
live.
question.
Please bring me back to life. I want to live.
I'm
Why is
just
that a
testing to see
question?
how much you want to live is all.
A lot.
But no, that's a question.
It's more of me just teasing him and giving him a hard time.
Oh, excellent. I was worried that I would have to ask such an idiotic query as well.
I was going to ask,
no.
like, are you going to revive Celine if she goes down? Is it...
I'll stabilize her last.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Actually, no,
Fine.
no, second to last because Maverick's more of a dick.
Quite true. Quite true.
all right. Well, yeah, I guess with all of us, and whenever Maverick makes his way back, and I guess the newcomer will. We just need to keep our eyes open and not let our guard down on the road. Is all. I just wanted to voice my concern. So.
You'll be fine.
Where, out of curiosity, where has this conversation been happening?
I was sitting in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have just
Uh,
found him at the
yeah.
house somewhere.
Alright, Kendra walks over. Like, well, I'm so... Are you worried about this delivery?
No.
Altier?
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Not the delivery itself.
But you fear trouble on the road, do you not?
As Beldor said, there's trouble everywhere, and with a value that's been
Altier,
marked
no need to walk around. I know about the way.
He's paranoid in general. Not specifically only about the way, but in general, he's paranoid.
out of character. I'm trying not to tell her about the way, you know. And
You guys have already let that slip. At the
Oh,
table, no
Oh,
less.
yeah.
But I don't want her to know, like, the extent of it. I know she knows a little bit about it. But
Okay, then
not
make a bluff
that-
check.
Yeah.
Oh, you better roll high.
29.
Alright, her sense motive. She's wary of you, but look, Altier. I am well aware of the existence of the way, and you all have certainly spoken about the possibilities of them being involved in my grandfather's death. And I spoke with the father, and he already told me what you told him.
Well,
He was my grandfather. I deserve to know.
it's
I mean, I do believe I told you that attempting to trick her would not look to advantage. She's far too smart for that.
Mm-hmm.
well. Go ahead and drive over me with the cart you just threw me under.
Yes, I was not blessed with
that was-
divine law without a reason.
More a carriage.
Uh,
I wouldn't spend money on something as lowly as a cart.
it's not.
So true.
It's not that I'm trying to exclude you, Kendra. It's just my paranoid feelings about everything in general. I don't want you to have to worry about them as well.
I'm sorry, what is it that you wanted to know, Kendra?
Look, I was going to say, if you are worried, and if you fear that my grandfather's journal or research might be involved, you might want to ask Mr. Adressant once you all arrive in Lepidstadt. He was well acquainted with my grandfather, though I wasn't aware of him until the funeral. Mr. Adressant.
What was his name, lady? I'm sorry.
Adivian Adressant, I believe was his name. He was at the funeral. Broody fellow, black hair, pale of skin.
Pale of skin.
Wearing black.
Do I know this name being from Lepidstadt?
Make a
Leper shit.
make a knowledge local nobility or yeah, not local or nobility. Okay, what? I'm gonna.
I guess it's what, a 10 because I'm not trained in them.
Yeah, no, actually, it's not familiar.
I was not a very social
shoot.
boy.
Let's get this right. Yeah, no. My internet is fucking.
But what is it fucking specifically?
Is it internet
Well, I've
extract?
been noticing that the stream has been stopping every so often, and Skype has now been crapping the bed as well. I'm just trying to get it to a workable position. That should hopefully be working.
Have you tried missionary?
Yeah, no, it should be fine now.
And my joke was unacceptable.
You left yourself wide open for that one.
My mouth was too full to chastise him.
That's what she said.
Alright.
Well, at least no. You're gonna
Alright.
fit in very well.
Come
The
on.
only one.
I mean,
Yeah,
You're gonna have your hands full.
Come on.
that's what he said.
Yeah, no, let me swap back. I am trying to get this working. Just give me a sec. Okay. Should hopefully be better.
It's gonna be good times.
Yes, very much.
Alright. Luckily I've been recording all this, so well, that should be free. Okay. Connection to the server. Ah, motherfucker. Okay, I'm just gonna try to keep going it as it is now.
Okay.
Hopefully this should be working. If
Well,
not,
as long as
we've
you
got the
record,
recording.
You can just
Yeah, the recording will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, alright. Mr. Adressant, I didn't know him until the day of my grandfather's funeral, but he did come, so he was invited. But he was familiar with my grandfather's research.
Because your grand used him as a resource, or because he had read your grandfather's work?
He had read my grandfather's work extensively. And
I'm going to share a significant look with the other people at the table.
He was merely he was one of his graduate students at the university before. In fact, his last class before his retiring.
I'm writing this name down on my notes.
So Mr. Adressant would have had intimate knowledge of your father's studies, both published and in progress?
Not in progress, but at the very least his he would have been well acquainted with his public research. Celine, you do remember talking to this guy at the funeral?
Okay. Terry doesn't. But
Yeah,
I
no.
will say that
It's okay, that it was first session, you're fine. But, yeah, you do remember talking to this guy. He seemed alright. He seemed like another person among the nobility. He carried himself well. And he did make an intelligence check just to see if you can remember any more specifics.
all right. You know, in 5th edition, there's a feat for this.
Yeah. There probably is for
Natural
Pathfinder 2.
Fucking 20.
You remember
Yeah, that's the
distinctly
first one
his
tonight.
mentioning of the professor's research into white necromancy.
Ooh, that's right. This is the dude that I was talking about how necromancy isn't always for evil, and we need to keep it alive so that we can study it in case, or so that we can develop. Fuck. Okay.
Yep. Specifically, white necromancy, and that he was. And that while he was leaving the day after, he did invite you to speak with him in Lepidstadt.
I remember. He was very pleased that somebody else didn't dismiss the idea of necromancy for neutral or good out of hand.
Right?
Okay. That's not creepy at all.
Well, I feel I should at least tell you all that. And if there's. Once again, I have to thank you all for coming and for staying. It has been nice to have you all around.
And this is nice to have been a guest of yours.
Yes, your hospitality has been very, very much appreciated.
Very well. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? Talk? Conversations to be had?
I'm ready to deliver these old dusty books.
The last bit of time I would have liked to have spent was going to the library and researching more about the Whispering Way.
Through the professor's study?
To the professor's study, and also, if possible, the bookstore.
Bookstore, you find nothing.
She ain't gotta pay for it. Sorry. I'm really
much
bitter
more
about
charming
that
than you.
bookstore.
She is much more charming than you.
I doubt that.
She's a pretty lady.
I'll flash him if that's what he wants. Okay.
Not your pasty gray ass.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to see them.
Alright, but the days go by. Yeah, you do manage to find the extent of the information that is in the handout, but after that, your research just hits a dead end.
Perhaps you need to try another way. Oh.
A path less walked.
Oh, no.
I'm stuck on the path that I have.
Alright. As the days go by, you all...
As the days go by.
No, it's fine. As the days go by... Alright, eventually, the 19th of the month of Farast comes by, and you all begin to finish up, and the 30 days have gone by.
Packing up my shit.
Yeah.
You're all being packing up your shit. Beldor,
do you have my book on dwarvish engravings? I can't find it amongst my things.
I don't know. Do I? Do I need to roll and see if I do? Circumstantially, a
You
D100
can if you want.
maybe? I'll roll a D100. Why not? Oh yes, I found it.
Excellent, thank you.
You're
I thought I'd
welcome.
lost that.
I don't know how it ended up in here though.
Oh, I think with the a certain pewter bell. Perchance.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. I've almost forgot.
I was wondering. Hadn't seen the fruits of our labors.
Alright.
She totally did it for free. it was hilarious to her. She totally did it for free.
Fantastic.
Alright. Oh, the audience doesn't know about that.
Oh.
Oh yes.
So, you all begin packing up your things, and Kiri, you do as well.
Okay.
Celine comes.
Do I
Celine or
know that
Beldor
I'm
comes.
leaving with them?
Yeah,
both
Beldor
stay
or
here.
Celine comes by and lets you know that they're about to leave, and if you want to come, you're certainly welcome to.
Okay.
Maverick shows up with both Maynard and a new animal in tow. The
Figured as
specifics
much.
of which will be revealed once I actually work that out with Kazoo.
Oh, that's
Oh,
quite a
look what
wonderful
the-
pet you have.
Look what the Maverick dragged in.
Oh, piss off.
The Mater's dragged in.
Didn't Maynard get a girlfriend? Or Maynard.
Ha ha.
Or it could be a boyfriend. We don't judge here.
Alright, so. And, between some goodwill in the town and, little work, you do manage to pull together a horse-drawn cart for you all to take with you to Lepidstadt. It is a covered wagon drawn by a pair of horses.
Nice.
Their names are Joshua and Susan.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Of course, you
horses?
named horses.
why not?
I like the horses. The horses are friends.
Both male.
Good that you can drive the carriage.
I like horses.
Did you seriously just a boy named Sue, this fucking horse?
Oh, nice.
No. Close, but not quite the reference.
Clever boy.
Not quite the reference, but yeah. Joshua and Susan. And you all get together your stuff. Kiri joining you. And as you all pack up, goodbyes are had. It's like, Kendra and Dove come out. It's like, oh, I'm so sad to see you leave, but I understand that the time is up.
We'll have to come back and visit again sometime.
I certainly
Indeed.
hope that you do.
Yes.
We've made friends here. We're certainly not going to abandon them.
Dove because, well, I think I'm going to stay here for a while.
It's probably for the best.
But
Yes.
if you guys, since you guys are heading to Lepidstadt, he goes through and produces a brooch with a stylized L on the front. It's a gold, and it's a nice gold filigree L stylized on the front. As you guys probably know, I'm from Lepidstadt, so
We had no idea.
Couldn't
And I'm
tell.
You
teasing-
probably
I'm
told me
teasing
and I
him
forgot
friendly.
immediately.
But
Friendly, like you
if you guys want a place to stay where you'll be taken care of, There's a townhouse on the north side. Show this at the front entrance. They'll let you in, take care of you. No problems.
Is this a key to your home, Dove?
Well, no, that's just a brooch with the family crest on it.
It's
Yes,
it's a metaphor.
Yes, it is a key.
Okay. And like, will any of your family be there, or do you live there?
Likely not. They're probably... Shoot. Yeah, they're probably off on a winter retreat down south.
I just don't want them walking in and being like, "Who the hell are you ruffians?"
You'll be fine.
Scandals.
Especially with Lady Celine with you.
I'm just gonna like suddenly scream.
Oh, do go on.
Because, like, you know, they walk in and see me, they're probably gonna assume I'm stealing everything.
More than likely, yeah.
Whether that's actually happening or not is yet to be seen.
I'm going to sweep
I'm
into
kidding. Go.
very
Kidding.
formal bow, and then thank you very much for your hospitality now and in the future. And then I'm going to stand up and clasp both of Dove's hands in mine and say, and if you are ever in the neighborhood of Califas, please say my name anywhere, and the House of Excelsior would be glad to take you on.
I am more than familiar with Califas. I trust you. I promise you.
Well.
Come on, the Lavnik family isn't new money.
Quite true. However,
Wow.
never hurts to have more friends.
Too true. Too true.
Well,
Alright. You all pack up, get up in the cart, and set off northward. I don't have...
This is going to be so much fun.
This is going
have you
to be
ever
a
been out on the
long
road out of
trip.
curiosity?
Well, I mean, I walked down the roads in Ravengro. Does that count?
Oh, this is good.
Oh shit. Shit, I remembered the other thing that I wanted to do, and that was to try and... Shit. I wanted to try and...
Wanted to try and shit?
We do have outhouses.
Roll a d20.
The age-old
I have the Masterwork silver flute, and I wanted to try and learn how to play.
Alright.
I'm probably not very good at it.
You're not great at it.
It's fine. It's more like a hobby. I don't want to do
yeah.
performance per-
You do find one of the people in town that, after spending a couple nights in the bar, you do manage to... There is one evening where there's music played, and there are occasional nights when music is played by locals, and there is a piper among, and you manage to get a couple lessons from him. He doesn't charge you.
Well, that's awesome. Yay!
And
Now I can lead songs for us all on our journey.
As we get out on the road, I want to go. So, Celine,
Yeah.
where did you say you were from?
Califas.
Califas. I noticed you mentioned to Dove if he was ever in town.
Yes.
What about if I'm passing through town?
And then it just goes on and on for a while.
Pat him on the shoulder.
Okay. And I just kind of, after I get the point, I just kind of walk up and away from her a little bit.
Well, if you ever do Ravengro again, I'm sure we'd let you stay in the back room. I mean,
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I did let you have that very nice discount, I would say. Like,
I know, I'm
Oh,
just.
you know what, Altia? If you really want someone prestigious to stay with. If you ever need a home, for temporary anyway, you could always stay with my parents. I'm sure they'd love to have you.
The
Orcs are
gap-
so nice too. You know, they're just the sweetest people.
Oh yes,
That
they're
sounded
very
sarcastic.
sweet.
I know dwarves and some of them are quite lovely, and I love the stories of your mother, the Gavel. Kiri, have you heard that story yet?
No, I just heard a story about a skald, about a guy who has a lot of scars. It feels like she's already forgotten.
A lot of mental scars. It's true. Poor Thodar.
I appreciate the offer. If I'm ever in town, I may swing that way, Beldor.
Oh,
Good.
oh, okay.
He's trying not to laugh. He's trying so hard not to laugh.
So are we?
And
are we heading
as
straight
you-
into Lozeri, or are we going?
I will take you all to the map of Ustalov.
Ursula.
Alright, Ravengro is here in Canterwall. As for the path you guys are taking along your caravan, it goes a bit westward, and then up along to Tavrina and Kortrad, up all the way to Lepidstadt, along that black line.
Dang.
Huh. Better than mine.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And as you all make your way in your wagon northward, Ravengro behind you, but the memories carry some weight, and you're ready to get a move on, but you'll look fondly on the time you spent here. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Ready to move on and get paid.
I think we have to risk our lives a few times more.
What was that? We're getting money for this?
What? Shit.
Yes, we're getting paid for delivering some items to a certain individual.
Oh, okay.
As part of the will.
Yes, as part of the
Alright.
bid.
Thank you all for joining us. This has been
A shopping episode.
a shopping episode.
It's been
But
an
this has been a
episode, that's for sure.
fantastic first bit to the overarching Carrion Crown. The hunting of Harrowstone is finished, but we will continue on next week with Carrion Crown, Trial of the Beast. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Brian. I've been your humble DM for these past, 11 episodes. Here's to plenty more.
Yay!
So long, farewell, Avita Zen, a goodbye.
And thanks for all the bits.
That too.
Just enhanced it for you. That's